What is up, guys? Saba Houdini here, and welcome to Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Bit of a mouthful, but this is a brand new, incredible game. It's heating up, all the reviews, all the charts. Everybody is loving this one. When we first saw it at the Xbox event, we're like, what in the name of God is this? Is it Lost Odyssey? Is it a Souls-like? Like, what is this? And as it turns out, it is a new take on turn-based open-world JRPG. But here's the kicker. It's made by a French studio. Yes, it's really cool. So this one looks absolutely gorgeous. It plays a little bit different than your average little turn-based RPG, because you're going to have full control and reactivity. Think of it like something like a Paper Mario or a Chrono Trigger or something. You see, you're going to be able to perfectly dodge, perfectly attack, all that good stuff. Look how reactive it is. Holy hell. And it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm super happy to support these guys. I think they're based in Montpellier. Sandfall Interactive is their name. Small team, 30 people making something this incredible is just exceptional to see, you know. So for the Persona fans out there, the classic turn-based fans out there, you have to play this. It's available on Game Pass. It's available pretty much every game on PlayStation as well. But yeah, I'm super excited for this one. I am such a fan of you know, basically indie teams rising above, taking a shot at the AAA, and it's surrounded by love, made with love, surrounded by people that you might know from the industry. You know, we've got freaking Charlie Cox from Daredevil in there. We got Ben Starr, who we just had in Kazan, but also Clive from Final Fantasy 16. We got Jennifer English. We got so many people. All the love of the industry has come together, I think, to make this one, and I'm super excited to start it. Clair Obscur. Now, I will say, like most things, they tend to do themselves a little bit of a disservice with these kind of crazy long names. Basically, Clair Obscur, it's obviously French. They are French. It means clear uncertainty, you know, so it's kind of a mix of both, kind of, you know, where it's like the whole sentence is almost like a you know, against itself. It's almost like an oxymoron or something, where it's like it's clear, but it's clear uncertainty. Nice. Clear obscurity, clear uncertainty. Let's get that going. Display speaker's name. Alright, we gotta get in here. You know how it is with new video games. You get 17 accessibility options, which take a lot on the team, so good for them. Sprint input, hold, input. Okay, cool. Vertical sensitivity. We'll mess around with that once we get in and see how it feels. Graphics mode, performance, gamma. Always get a bit of gamma in there. Contrast. Okay. See, it's not going to show us what it looks like here. Alright, we'll have to figure that out later. Yeah, it's always hard to get those right, I think. Motion blur, off. Okay. Jesus, that is a lot of nonsense. Alright, master volume. Nice, you can already see the 60 frames. Interesting. Yeah, keep the music, voice, user interface. Maybe we'll drop that down a little bit. Special effects, we'll drop that down a little bit. Alright. Camera shake, that makes me kind of sick. Disable the reduced camera movements from the battle. Yeah, I seen that. I was hoping. Okay, automatic QTEs. I hate QTEs. During enemy attacks, dodge and parry. We'll leave it there just with the dodge and the parry. We might need that. Problem mode. Alright. I do hate QTEs, but we'll see. Sometimes they work out well. Alright, run, shoot. There's a massive open world as well, which is great. Strike and parry. Okay. Back and dodge. Jump, melee. Okay, cool. We'll have a lot of stuff. They'll teach us. Don't worry, they'll teach us. Alright, new game. Game differently. Let's see. Expedition. Okay. Story. Intended differently with challenging combat. Enemies deal normal damage, and mastering dodges and parries is encouraged but not mandatory. And it's expert. Hard differently with high demanding combat. Enemies deal greater damage. Alright, we'll see. See how that goes. Nice. I was kind of in the middle of playing Bug Fables, which is kind of a really cool bug-centered game around kind of Paper Mario style, you know, and they give you the option of turning the difficulty up as well, which is really cool. Yeah, the reason I bring up Paper Mario for the combat is that's how I feel is closest to, and it's probably the best way of kind of getting people in there. But I suppose Persona is another one as well. But you mentioned Persona, and you can turn off a very select group of people, but you can turn on half the industry, so it's a tough one, right? Nice. So there you got this melted dream world. You got the Arc de Triomphe in half. You've got a melted fucking Eiffel Tower. Let's see how this goes. Clair Obscur. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is like counting down the days. That's where the 33 expedition comes in. I can't lie, it gives me a little bit of those moments of Bioshock Infinite. Beautiful. Wonder we'll be able to pick characters. We'll have to see. How are you guys doing? Hello, Chase, Little Ghost Bro, and Lacuna. Hello, hello. Happy Friday, lads. How's it going? Is this one on your radar? I believe it's only $50 if you're on Steam and PlayStation, but it was a huge get for Microsoft and the Game Pass. They've been having an unbelievable year, just non-stop banger after banger, and I think it's finally starting to prove successful with many people joining up. The issue with subscription services is not how many people you have in a month, it's how many of those you can retain. Go ask Netflix and Disney Plus as they lose people in the millions. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Montpellier. I want to visit it one day. It's where obviously Ubisoft started, and Michel Ancel and Rayman, and just everything that comes out Montpellier seems to be absolutely beautiful.
You said it, not me.
Alright.
The others are waiting for you. You're supposed to be helping with the festival.
With what? Putting up 3 tables? They'll manage.
He looks a bit like
enthusiasm for the
what's his name?
expedition. There's at least 5 tables.
Marvelous.
Have you tried throwing with your other arm instead?
Dude.
If you could hit the Paintress.
The voices still seem low. I'm so annoyed with modern audio mixing. It is some of the worst shit in the world.
I'm enjoying the
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, there we go.
and readying my usefulness for tomorrow.
I left the fucking dialogue where it was. I can do no more than 100%. We're in this weird place. I can't quite explain it, but it's been going on for at least 5 or 10 years now. Thanks to Dolby Atmos and 3D audio and all this other crap that they're using to sell to idiot dads and moron audiophiles. Leave out the audio part and you've got exactly what these idiots are. You've no problem spending $5 on a TV that is €1,000 a year later. And then just moan and complain and tell everyone else that they should have it.
4 years apart.
Trust me, I've been dealing with those kind of TV guys since I was a kid. And we just were happy with a tiny 7-inch portable in a room just so we could play some video games. While they were moaning about not touching their home theater system. What a joke. What a joke. Like what you like, but this kind of gatekeeping and fucking one-man up shit is so stupid. Lumiere. Okay, let's see how we get on here. Sorry, I like to have a rant because it's destroyed audio as we know it. You can blame Dolby, you can blame all that stuff, but if they know that there's going to be marks out there that will spend $5 on a TV in 2025, well, I can't help you. I can't help you. You're as dumb as you look at that point, you know. Nice. Alright. Problem is, you have a lot of, like, you know, let's be honest here, like sports stars, movie stars, they don't really know how to do anything. They just buy the dearest thing because they're multi-millionaires. So they want to go home after playing NBA all day in real life to sit on their couch and play NBA all day. Like that's the kind of world we live in, you know. And people want to aspire to be these people.
All right, let's go.
Like, no.
I'll accompany you there.
Probably do yourself a favor and live your own life.
Yeah.
Be goofy. Goofy.
Been ready.
Alright, cool. I will say, like, I noticed this in the trailers as well. They all seem to have just a little bit bigger, fatter of a head than goes with their body. It's strange. Maybe the clothes are so well done. This guy is like, he'd be looking a bit like a bit of a monster. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna have an open world. We're gonna have all sorts of stuff. This is definitely up my alley. It came out yesterday. I was wanting to play it yesterday, but too busy, too tired, didn't even stream. Bollocks. Just playing Xenoblade. Yeah, hell yeah, dudes. Another day in Xenoblade. Have a little run as well. Nice. I've been so out of the loop of games. It's okay. You bought the Oblivion remake and it's okay. Very buggy. Yeah, welcome to 2006. That's exactly the way it was. See, people wanted it that way, you know. People wanted that. If they cleaned up the bugs, dude, there would be people pissed, you know. Did you buy it on PlayStation?
Wish I had them when I was working as a courier.
Nice. The amount of money that's going to bring in, it's crazy. Let's see, here's the little known fact. Oh, you guys don't remember, but every Bethesda game ran like ass on PlayStation. And they still do! So yeah, watch out. Watch out. Different archetypes, different architecture. They ran like complete... Basically every 2 hours you had to shut off the game because there was so much memory leak and memory built up that it ran like at 5 frames a second. But yeah, that's PlayStation for you. Yeah, I mean, you probably have a decent phone or a decent PC, right? You can actually download those with the xCloud for free. For free! I'm trying to save people a few bucks. That's my MO these days, you know? In a world of inflation that's been brought on by us, the consumer, you know, a company is only as greedy as we allow them to be, correct, right? They're only greedy because they know they get stuff off us that we'll pay for. So if you stop paying, you pay with your wallet. And you win, right? We win. You have to lower the price or risk
Come
close.
on, Gustav, speed up a bit.
Nice, but you know,
Sophie will have
try
already
telling people
crashed
that
by the time you've arrived.
they will buy crazy amounts of shit. So I'm like out here trying to make sure people get the best deal. Get a month of Game Pass for cheap. People are like, oh, if you're using Game Pass to play these games, you're not supporting the devs. That's the biggest load of shite. Because these games showing up on Game Pass, they're after getting cut, you know, a huge check for anywhere between 5 to 20 million. And that covers the cost of Game Pass.
Sophie already turned 33.
It's also huge. Like, this game was obviously going to be an indie darling, but there was a chance that it might have gone unnoticed. Like, it is kind of shitty that they released Oblivion so close on top of it too, you know.
I can imagine.
They could have waited. Actually, like, Oblivion's 20th anniversary is not till next year, so they could have waited for that, or could have waited another month. Like, May is a little bit, not dry, but a little bit quieter. We have Night Rain, which will take over, and we have Doom, which will take over, so everything else kind of is whisper quiet. Nice. So yeah, I think the turn-based stuff might throw people off, because I've noticed a lot of modern generation zoomies, they don't have time. They're too, like, they're either, you know, low on Adderall or whatever, but they don't have the attention span for turn-based anymore, and it's kind of sad, because they're missing out on stuff.
You look tense.
You have to, like, tice them in with something else. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 only worked with the ADHD people because of things like having sex with bears and goblins and weird vampire daddies and all that.
What you need.
Oh, yes!
A little jewel.
I think I have 120 hours. You mad joke, holy hell. You are like eat, sleep, drinking Xenoblade. But, yeah, it's all good to be out of the loop. There's no loop to really have, you know. I think everyone's just waiting for GTA 6. That'll be a good set of quality headphones. Yeah, I get that, but you guys don't get that, you know what I mean? I have to, whatever we're getting, you know. I wear earphones because the headsets hurt my ears and they leave a dent in your head, and I'm not part of the dent head people, you know. Go look at the average streamer like Tyler Wan and Jinxie and Wings of Redemption. They have a massive dent in their head because they can't seem to take the fucking headset off every hour.
If you win,
I'm not doing that. It's literally resting on the soft spot as a kid, which probably didn't fully form for some people, you know. Kind of Neanderthal stuff. The Luminar Converter. Okay, cool.
You're on.
I have to see what's going on in this story. I remember from the trailer, it was sort of about like the end of the world, right? And they had like a certain amount of days to figure it out. I like the idea. I like the juxtaposition, the literal kind of irony in the name, you know, where it's like Clair Obscur, so it's like clear obscure or clear obscurity or clear uncertainty, you know. Where we don't know what's going on. You're somewhere in the middle of limbo, I guess. Alright, the battle tutorial. Do it! But yeah, I get you for sure. I mean, I think, are you going to bother with Night Rain? It is a Souls, like, I was talking to one guy and, you know, he's around that age, 16, 17. You know, not a single molecule spent on his brain. And he's like, it's going to be as big, it's going to be bigger than Elden Ring. It's going to be huge, 150 hours. Like, you can get 150 hours, or it's going to be the same 3 nights over and over with procedurally generated enemies. It shows it's not even about being in and out of the loop. It shows that people can't do a simple Google search. We are so lost. Like, you go on Twitter and they're all using Grok just to answer simple questions. And you already have Google for that. And it's like, maybe just listening to the fucking trailer would help too. People be crazy. Nice. The Dreamers. Okay. So this is how it's gonna go. Nice. So up the corner we have a queue. You kind of the combat itself, like the turn-based style and UI, is a mix of like Persona meets Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X had a wonderful queue system, and they almost immediately abandoned it, and it pissed me off. I prefer, if it's gonna be turn-based, I prefer a queue, because queues, well, it does exactly that, right? It tells you who's in the queue and what gold they're gonna get. Alright, in this case they're calling it timeline. So we got AP, so like action points. Lovely. We got Gustav, we got his health down here. Nice, nice. Look how spiffy it is. Alright, and then you can kind of move around and dodge as well. Lovely. Now she's gonna do her thing. Now, is this where I'm gonna get the dodge? Yeah. Got her! And then, was it RB? Okay, cool. RB to parry. We got some skills. Nice, nice, yes, yes. Yeah. We have the AP points there in blue. We have our total AP points, which appears to be 9 for now. Low physical damage, 5 hits, critical hits, generate 1 additional charge. Okay, and we got overcharge. Alright, there's your little cuties. Nice. So that's where we're going to have a little bit of style. Okay, now they want me to parry. Recovers 1 HP in addition to avoiding damage. Nice! So it's really important to do that. Jesus! Okay. Wow! Okay, okay. My. There's your overcharge. Cool. Gustav. Nice. Let's do our overcharge skill. Deals high damage, lightning damage, select target. Yes.
For those who come after.
Do it. Damn. Okay, cool. Highest damage. Kills. Will we kill her? Oh my god.
Now, don't you feel better?
I like her little French ensemble. So yeah, I remember there was some kind of a dreamer or something, right? And she's trying to destroy the world and erase people's memories and that. Surprised they didn't give us a little cutscene or something to start it off.
Sophie. I saw her near the red and white tree.
Yeah.
I think there's a good few different characters. So beautiful and dreamlike, isn't it? I think that's why everything's so kind of fuzzy. Finding a dent is a fear I don't think I need to have. Yeah, Jesus. Twitter's nothing but bots now, sadly. The internet's kind of died. It has. The internet is dead. It's so true. Because the people asking questions about Grok are bots themselves just to feed into the bot. It really is. It's not just a dead internet theory. It's a game theory. No, it's real life. It is real life. Even the booba bots are all run by men and bots themselves. Try telling that to the lonely, desperate idiots interacting with them. Can you try to stream on Twitch and got himself banned? Yeah, holy hell. Have you seen this weird conspiracy? Someone found one of his factories in LA, if you want to call it that, but it's like no windows, no nothing, it's just like a little lot. But they keep hearing like crazy things coming from it, like party raves and stuff, which makes sense. But then during the day there's like screaming noises and animal noises, and someone painted a swastika on the side of it as well. And we know he's into weird stuff like that. He's gone way off the deep end. He makes Elon Musk seem normal. And all this would have been just helped all these men if they just got therapy after breaking up with someone, because he's still messed up from Kim, for God's sake, you know. But then he started admitting all weird stuff. Did you hear about this sort of stuff? Like, there's been a long since rumor, even from the 80s and 90s, of most of the rap community being gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just how much emphasis they put on how much they're not, you know. It's like hyper masculine. They're fucking all the bitches, this and the other. There's big ass cracks and twerking videos, and you know that's usually means it's the opposite, you know. And then all the P Diddy stuff that definitely didn't help.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Jesus. And Kanye doesn't help stuff when he goes off on a weird fucking rant or ketamine or bipolar episode, and he just starts talking about this stuff. And sadly, most of it you have to believe is true, because he's gone bloody mad, and this is like deep, twisted stuff that's coming out of his brain hole that's been buried for 30 years, you know. You feel sorry for the guy, because he is literally messed in the head, but he'll never get help. No, he'll be found drowned in his own vomit or something. Just hopefully things like these happen before he does harm to someone else. I worry for his kids. Nice. Look at this. Yeah, it just makes me want to play more games like this. Good lord. Is this meant to be his family? Or no, this is the other. Doesn't he look like Robert Pattinson? Sorry.
The last few days meant everything.
Yeah, the weird factory thing, it's a bit odd. He's probably just shooting videos or something, you just never know with Kanye, but it's just weird. It's weird.
Can we talk?
Celebrities, man. Too much money, not enough sense. Ah, yeah.
I love you all.
Yeah, can you believe this was made by 30 people? I think it looks better than some games out there. It's nice to have Oblivion back. Did you ever play it? See, that's the thing, you probably didn't play it. And that's fine too. I mean, we can't be all 100 years old, you know?
If there's room.
It's nice to play it for the start. But see, this is what I was saying to myself. I always wanted to know what it'd be like for people who started with Skyrim. See, a lot of people got like those YouTube videos and YouTube channels and opinions out there. And you find out very quickly that they started with Fallout 4, but they have an awful lot of opinions about Fallout 3 in New Vegas. And they started with Skyrim, and they got opinions about fucking Morrowind, you know, that kind of way. And it's just because they've been force-fed it from YouTube. Like, half of the modern generation are brain-fed from what... That's why they turn to weird religions and politics and stuff. They don't have a clue about these things. It's because they've been force-fed it. When you're raised as an iPad baby, all you know is iPad baby. And it's kind of... But you hope that people would branch out of it and do their own homework. But, you know, seeing is believing, sadly, and I ain't seen a lot of it. You should go watch the movie Idiocracy. It's a comedy movie, but it actually predicts what's happening right now.
You're fighting.
And we're slowly seeing they call it the shittification of the world, you know? Everything's getting slowly shittier. Like, do you see what's happening with Discord? CEO has left, and the company's going to go public. Do you remember what happened to the last company that did that? I think it was called Twitter, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so every 5 to 10 years, whatever, you know, favorite, you know, platform, social media platform dies, basically, every 5 or so years. We've had Skype, we've had Teams and all that, and Discord and Vivo and Facebook, they all die, so I think it's unfortunately nearly time for Discord. Discord's almost died a couple of times though. I don't like Discord for what it stands for. I like Discord for the people I've met there, the people I interact with, but I could do that anywhere. I'll do that on any platform. I don't like for what it stands for. I don't like how it harbors disgusting, depraved humans and does nothing about it. When we know that privacy is a lie, we've known this for at least 15 years or so. So, and the same with like 4chan finding out it was run by the FBI. Big fucking surprise there. But hence they go like, oh, we found the stuff after the fact. I mean, you knew, you all know. You either are in full control or it's all spiraling out of control. There's no other way around it. And if that's the case, then they're part of the problem. Actually, we all know the truth. Half the FBI is probably little weirdos anyway. Normal trash can. Exploration doesn't affect stuff. Okay, cool. She seems nice. I like how they're kind of going traditional French with it, but it's like future, but they've gone back to the old kind of style. I'm hoping to go to Lyon in July sometime. It'll be my first vacation in a long time, instead of just going to Paris and all that. Now, the reason I chose Lyon, one, it's an older, beautiful city, but also it is smack dab sort of in the south middle. So I want to hit up Geneva, which is pretty close. That would be in Switzerland, so you just cross over that way. I want to go north and into Germany as well, and I was hoping to go south into Santa Monica, but we'll see. Everything's about 2 hours away, but yeah. And obviously explore Lyon itself as well. It's quite a beautiful city. Paris is overrated, it smells piss, and it's full of gobshites, including Irish and English, which is what I'm trying to get the fuck away from.
Oh, hi, Sophie.
Hello, Tiffany.
Gustav really did come, huh?
Oui. So what's all these flowers all about? They remind me something like the French Revolution or something.
Yeah.
Middle Age and stuff. Yeah, don't buy Discord, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it really matters who buys it, dude, once it's gone. But, yeah, you never know. Might be for the best, maybe. Fat chances, like a 5% chance that things get better. Good lord. Discord's back-end people are assholes. They've been known to make shitty deals with streamers and also the weird stuff. Yeah, exactly, dude. How's it going, Dynamite? Another problem with Discord, they're overpriced avatar decorations. Oh, yeah.
I know that.
I don't really care about that kind of shite. In fairness, if you're paying to do stuff with your profile, you got bigger problems.
Looks like you still have a lot of
we have this weird, unhealthy relationship with digital cosmetics, and it's thanks to things like Overwatch and that. We're all fucked in the head if we think that stuff is going to be there in 20 years, you know? What happens when Fortnite dies or Fortnite 2 comes out? All of that, like 20,000 fucking euro worth of shit is going to be gone.
I should finish cleaning up.
It's going to happen. We have an unhealthy fucking relationship with collecting stuff. Same in real life. Who gives a shit about Pokemon cards anymore? Who gives a shit about anything? They're buying fucking wrestling cards now as well.
See you.
I think it's just FOMO mixed with just wanting to be like everybody else, want to fit in. They're like getting second mortgages just to buy a few Pokemon cards. People are crazy. I can't help them. We're going the opposite way. When did this? I think it was like 2016, man. Go back and look. We stopped evolving in 2016. Something happened. Something big. Nice. Alright, cool.
I can't imagine what you're going through.
I'm fine.
I wonder when they'll like, you know, lift off the reins and let us
I've
actually
lived 33 good years.
fight.
Look
Oh,
around. We've had our whole lives to prepare.
33. So it's when everybody reaches 33?
Fine.
This
Mostly.
basically this dreamer, this painter, basically like a god, I think. Once that big tower reaches 33, it's over. The world comes to an end. What are you mining? What are you digging, huh? Gonna hold back this stuff. It's kind of like if you lived inside of a painting. It's pretty cool. Reminds me of a lot of things like that. Like Oblivion has a wonderful magical painting level. I hope you get into Oblivion a bit more. Sorry it's a bit buggy. It's kind of one of those things, dude, you have to kind of accept it and laugh along with it. It's hilarious. Once you don't lose progress or anything, you're all good to go. Get yourself your horse and get yourself your house and you'll feel right at home. You'll feel like you'll have a base to call home. There's fast travel and local maps. It's very different to the original Oblivion as well. They've changed a lot. Now see, in this case you don't know if that's a bug or it's supposed to be none of them is supposed to be floating. Nice. What are these people doing exactly? Yes, the Paintress wakes and paints upon her monolith her crested number, and everyone that age turns to smoke and fades away. Year by year the number ticks down. So all these people are becoming 33 years old.
Sophie.
She's counting down. They'll probably tell us all this.
Marie.
But you have to be careful. Some games want to grab you immediately and then they forget the backstory. It's like, well, it's in the cutscene or it's in the trailer.
Your flowers.
Huh? Do you know these kids these days? Do you know how they work?
About.
It's goldfish,
I thought
man.
you were
One
younger.
in one ear, out the other. There's no brain to absorb it.
And yet
Like
you
a dried up
have
sponge.
children.
Like SpongeBob's
I'm
mom.
not having this conversation
The
with
problem
you
with
again.
Discord, yeah, I mean, just saying that even when you give you 2 free ones, you keep it. I don't even know about that stuff. I've never actually paid for Discord Nitro myself. It's either free or give it to me or whatever. It's like, I don't want this. I don't care.
Not today.
I'm stoked.
Do you care so little about the future of Lumiere?
They gamified
can
the
you
shit
be
out
so
of it.
selfish?
And we play a lot of the games on there, you know, but they're all carbon copies and rip-offs of other things. You know, you got Uno, which is just the same as Uno. You got fucking golf, and everything just behaves a little worse than the actual thing you're paying for. But it's nice. As I said, I've met cool people there. It's nice to hang out for sure. But it's just one of those things where it was Facebook or Bebo or Twitter. You're just going to the most popular place. You know, that kind of way. Doesn't mean it's any better. Doesn't mean anything. Like shit, you have Discord on the consoles now. It's hard enough just to get people to get onto
I'm
that
not
as well.
selfish enough to bring others into our doomed world.
But we'll see. We'll hold on hope that it doesn't get destroyed. Maybe he'll come back. I don't
I
know.
know.
As you
I'm
said,
not
there's a
ready
lot of
to
shady
live like
shit.
this now.
Every website's the same. So look at the website we're on with Twitch now. I don't trust DJ Clancy, Dan Clancy, as far as I can throw him.
And it
Gives me
destroyed my
major
relationship.
weird fucking Jimmy
The
Savile
person I love
vibes.
the most.
See, all these fucking Jimmy Savile vibes, they come up and then they have that horrible history and then they don't get done for it, and then 20, 30 years later, you're like, oh, it's just a normal member of society. Me fucking ass,
If
they
you'll
are.
excuse me,
They're a ticking
I'd
time
like
bomb.
to spend this moment with him.
Twisted little pups.
And you should cherish.
And some of them are
this
just
moment with
pseudo
your
CEOs,
daughter.
but they're just there to take the fall, you know. Let's put this person in charge, but they actually don't know anything about the back end. They don't know how to fix things. You got like streamers coming to Dan Clancy, please unban Aiden Ross, please do this. And
Sorry.
I give him a kick off a cliff, you know.
See you at the harbour.
Find the body at the bottom of the fucking Grand Canyon. That's about as good as you'll do for the world.
Good luck, Mary.
Good lord. I see a lot of these streamers as that new generation of rappers. The new Kanye is coming up, you know. They're already brain broken. The Hassans and XQCs and Aiden Rosses and Andrew Tates. Twisted little dudes. They just need to get outside more and have a chat with a human being. That does not include an AI named after a human being.
Scintillating Sophie. You're as
You
gorgeous
guys
as
have your
always.
shit together, you know. You get outside, you touch grass, you talk to
Cyril,
people.
you flatter.
Even if it's just the
Need some
little
help with
lady
the
down
writing
the
again?
store and you're buying your groceries.
Beautiful and perceptive.
Good lord.
Per usual.
Yeah, I don't really buy into any of that kind of shit. I've seen a lot of
And who
people
could write it better than
paying
someone
for
who
things that we
celebrates
didn't
a special
before. Like, I
date?
can't stand the concept of people being okay with Spotify Premium and YouTube Premium and all this other crap. We've actually been preconditioned to pay to get rid of ads. When you don't need to. You don't need to do any of that. But we just do it because we'll have a grumble, we'll have a complain, and then still do it. Our convictions are only as strong as our fucking attention spans, and that ain't very strong at all. It sucks. Like, oh well, I guess I'll just pay for it.
Actually, you don't know.
And the same people that'll be like, well, I can't play with you because I'm not going to get a month of PS Plus, but here I am with Spotify fucking Premium and YouTube Premium.
Oh, well.
YouTube Premium is the biggest ride because there's plenty of ad blockers and whole browsers that have ad blockers built into
really
it.
are
Until that
lazy.
day doesn't exist, then yeah, sure.
Help me again, Sophie, please. Boss will
I've
kill
said
me.
this before, like ads are like the necessary evil, so it's not all ads' fault, but the ads are shit. When I was a kid in the 90s, we were singing the jingles, we were singing the ads around the house because they were that catchy and fun. There was animation and claymation and fun and good acting. Nowadays, it's just absolute dog water. Like some of my tablets and stuff do have ads on them because I can't be arsed. And yeah, I do get to see some of the ads, and it's the same crap. Some of them screaming at you. This weird fucking weightlifting dude who's covered in steroid marks. You can see them on his body. And he's like telling you what to do, and they've Dr. Drew in there. It's horrible. People selling their souls to the devil. Then you got this other guy, Ty, whatever his name is. He's been pissing people off for 10 years, trying to buy into a pyramid scheme. And he's there renting Lambos in the background. And where do you think he gets the money for that? For every day there's another mark for these people. We shit on like the Indian call centers, and there's a good reason for that because they are scamming bastards. But you've scammers in your town, you've scammers online, you've scammers in your own country, you've scammers in the ads.
Expedition 33 shall be the destined journey.
They just kind of think that because they look a bit better, or it's the embodiment of someone who wants to look like that, you know, the perfect white woman and white man, and that's enough for me to buy into it. It's like, bullshit.
Headline about the expedition.
Bullshit. These people seem oddly like calm for the world ending, huh?
Nobody really cares
Maybe
about
they've
them to their constant
given
failures.
into their fates.
But
Technically it is
that's
Fortnite
always
2,
a
right?
wonderful
Right?
underdog story.
Overwatch 2, going back to Overwatch, they're so funny. It's too late, man. You can't, like, you know, wipe the shit off your shoe. It's gonna take a whole power hose and probably a new pair of shoes.
Okay, now I'm inspired.
It'd be normal if it's just allowed weirdos. Exactly. And YouTube is free and good. Yeah, YouTube desktop with ad blockers, certain websites, essentially YouTube Premium free. Yeah, exactly. There's just no need to. The only time I get like ranty and passionate about those things, it was like I see the same people complaining about not being able to afford their bills, and I'm like, well, you're doing the wrong thing. You got to be
forget to credit
thrifty,
me.
you know. You don't have to be super frugal about things either.
I
It's the
wouldn't
same with
have-
anything. I think when it comes down to it, when people like something, they'll pay no matter what, and that's what Disney and Netflix and Spotify and YouTube all know. They have their marks, they have their people. You can just swindle them when they know. They're like, you need the product that we have, don't you? You need it, so you'll pay whatever you can.
Thank you.
And by doing like
These times.
incremental kind of small amounts of raising
always
the
been a
price,
pleasure, my friend.
you'll just complain about it but still do it, and it's working out for them. When in reality, if you look even just 3 years ago, the price of most of these things was less than 50%, you know.
Take care of yourself.
It ain't inflation, it's pure greed. Inflation is just a fancy little word, same as recession, same as everything else. Fancy words used to just complain about stuff. It's just greed. There's nothing wrong with housing, it's just greed as well. It's just pure greed. Airbnb destroyed it and turned everybody into greedy bastards. Because, you know, people talk about inflation in rent. So if you were to take the rent of 5-10 years ago and then apply it inflation, it would around double it. But that's, say, 500 or 750 to 1,000, 1,500. Where did the 3,000 a month come from? Pure greed. And because Jimmy next door is doing it, then Jilly over here is going to do it, you know, that kind of way. So it's greed begotten greed, that's all it is. No one can think for themselves. So the moment you get like been told that a place is being sold, but you're actually being evicted, so they can drive up the price 300%, you know that that's the average human. But see, here's the thing: well, if we were to break it down and truly ask ourselves, if you were to rent a place and get 3,000 a month off someone, would you not do it? And I guarantee you, in our heart of hearts, most of us would say yes.
This may be my life's
the way it is.
finest work, yet
Money
not a
is the
single
great
soul
killer.
seems to
That's
care.
all it is. We could
How
fucking
could I make it better?
solve 99% of the world's problems if we went back to just bartering with items. Here's my used jockstrap. Can I get a punnet of strawberries, please? Like, yes, of course you can. Oh, still used as well. Good. Yeah. We'll give you 2 punnets of strawberries for that.
Perhaps you could
Hey,
paint it.
we're already
Add
selling our
some
bodies
colour.
online. We're already selling our image, and we're selling our soul for a fucking HelloFresh sponsorship.
Paint it.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So this little guy here, what you call his name? This SK. It sounded
I knew you were the right person to ask.
sounded Japanese
for
instead
your
of French.
insight.
He's going to be our little travel buddy. He might even be in the party.
Most welcome.
He's cool. He looks like a kind of a Mr. Blobby, little
I
chubby,
shall get to work tomorrow.
French circus kind
I
of
see
stuff.
you're wearing flowers.
Just ranting and raving today. How's it going, Yuki? But yeah, you guys look after yourselves and
What's your
be
name?
wary out there, you know. You have to enjoy yourself too, and try and save up a little bit as well. You have to enjoy yourself, because here's the thing: you can save for a rainy day, and that's important. But you might not realize that 30 years have passed waiting for that rainy day, and you have all this money saved up, but you have not lived the life at all. So you don't want that either. You got to find the mix between being happy and being frugal, you know.
As a thank you, I
You
shall
don't have to
chisel
be
your
like a
name onto
penny
the statue.
pincher. But trust me, even putting, as I always say, a $5 or $10 away a week really does come up a lot. People won't do that because they'd rather
Oh, you
buy
don't
the
have
Monster
to.
Energy drink or the 17 Starbucks of the day. I watched one video of a woman got 17 pumps of sugar in a Starbucks order.
But
I almost
I will.
vomited into my fucking cereal. Jeez, the hell is wrong with people? That's diabetes in a cup right there. Diabetes. No, I like a bit of sugar in my tea, there's no doubt about that. 17 pumps. That's not a drink anymore. It's liquid sugar. Crazy bastard. Nice. Yeah, everyone's. I guess they just surrender to their fate. Or maybe this is what it's like to be inside of a painting. Oh, you know all this is gonna turn to dust. This guy wants to be talked to. You can tell from a mile away. Yeah.
Sophie.
Richard, hello, Dickinson. What's this over here? Rejoignez l'expedition.
Thank you, Richard.
I don't know me French too well.
I could recognize it from miles away.
Ish. See, what's that in his hair? Is it like a nail?
It's good you're here, Sophie.
Cool. Over here, they're trying to implement a law that stops no-fault evictions to prevent that. Yeah, right. I know, and they were trying to freeze the stuff as well, and it's just, it's very, very tough.
Anything for my beloved sewing teacher?
The show of bastards. The real truth is they've been doing that for 20 years, dude. They've been doing this in holiday villages for a long, long time.
We are of the same cohort.
Just I think we're all a bit more aware of it, but there's nothing we can do about it. As you said, they're trying. You hope so. Nothing that a good protest won't fix, or honestly, a good exilation or exoneration. Basically, have the town come together, good old pitchfork and mob style, and start destroying the house. No one will want to live there. There's rotten fish and rotten tomatoes all over the walls. Trust me, people will wise up, and then what will they say? I don't want that to happen to my house. And there you go. You've now started a new trend of breaking inflation and breaking greed.
And
Very
my
simple.
son and I had
There's
a
one thing
fight
in this
last
life
night.
that we know. Politics don't work. Religion does not work. And fucking military and wars do not work. But you know what does work? Communities. People fucking banding together and fucking fixing things. Unfortunately, a lot of nowadays these protests eventually just end at the politics door and they still say no.
He
But
said he wants to
beyond
join
that,
the
you know,
expedition.
a good
Wants to
old
race the
revolution.
last year
I
of
mean,
his
we're
life.
playing a French game. You want to talk about the true, one of the greatest revolutions of all time? It was the French Revolution. Wasn't against another nation. Wasn't against an invading country. You know, that kind of... No. It was against their own silly bastard king and queen. Now, poor old Marie Antoinette was kind of an airy-fairy, bit of a moron, didn't really understand. You know, she was a smart girl in her own right, but book smarts and, you know, being socially smart of your own rich circles is not worth a shit when the everyday common man is going to take your head, quite literally, you know. She may not have said let them eat cake, but she definitely did in a lot of dumb shit under the guise of Louis XVI. And basically her being all, you know, oh God, we have to help the people, while she's sitting in a lavish bath full of milk being washed by 17 servants, really just isn't going to cut it, you know, not really there at all. So yeah, of course the people revolted and tore them down from their palace of Versailles, ripped them out and took their fucking heads. And if that's not people's justice and revolution, I don't know what is. That's the best example of eating the rich, as we so love to say and do not do these days. Because, if anything, you've got like morons like Pokemon trying to tell us to eat the rich when she herself is charging $20 fucking for cookies while she lives in fucking 25 million in the bank. What a fool. But then she's like, no, the billionaires, leave me alone. She's one of the worst offenders of these things. I'm not saying for you to go out and do some crazy stuff, but yeah, at least just wake up. The first thing you can do is wake up. Don't be woke, because that's a bunch of right-wing weirdos, and don't be anti-woke, because it's a bunch of fucking inbreds. Don't be any of these things. Just be awake, get reading, listen, actually read, take things in. Be aware of your surroundings and your environments.
He won't join
It works.
ceremony, but he will be the
Have a little side quest,
for sure.
the expedition. So I'm assuming the expedition will be people that go out there and try and stop this Paintress, you know, like Princess. Look at Ireland. Like, I see a lot of YouTubers coming over here having a go at Ireland. Really, they're just coming over to Guinness anyway. But they're like this and that. And you can show the bad side of any town, village, or city in the world if you choose to, you know. But at the end of the day, they're the ones who post those videos. They're the editors, or they're paying an editor. I don't care, but they get the final say, and they're pressing those buttons. So
Don't worry.
yeah,
I'll ask
I never
Estelle.
understand that. Same with morons filming in suicide forests, and same with morons showing women intoxicated in their RVs and stuff. At the end of the day, they're pressing those buttons to go live, to upload a video. They know what they're doing.
Gustav.
We always
back
are like,
together.
oh, cancel this person. Means nothing. Fucking hell. Have the guards at their door. Have the police at the
For
door.
this moment, maybe.
I'm glad.
Fuck all that
He's a
other
good
shit.
person.
Yes, he is.
Nakuda made a good point. He was like, yeah, it's just the loud idiots online, and you're dead right. You're so dead. But unfortunately, it's the quiet masses that listen to the loud idiots. And
Thanks
that's
to
what
both of you.
sucks. It's better to stay in your happy circles. Good people. They come and go. The real ones stay. Don't fucking mind them. I look at this stuff as like almost like shock value, you know, where it's like, what did this dumbass celebrity do today, you know? And it's the perfect example of what not to do. Over the course of the years, I don't know why, but they look at these celebrity boxers and podcasters and morons and singers and rock stars, and they go, that's what I want to do, instead of the other way around. Life enjoyer. See, this is what I was saying, so I think, oh, are they fucking? Yes, they are, okay.
Everyone attends the living wake.
The living
or
wake,
goes
I
to
love
the
that. See, that's
harbour
why
for
everyone's
the
kind of
goulash.
somber.
Some prefer more intimate.
Right?
goodbyes.
I didn't think I was gonna find that. Oh my god. Oh my. Anything in there? It's a normal trash can. You're a normal trash can. I think we're all normal trash cans, aren't we? Right? I think so. We shove things in and we shit them out. We're all just normal trash cans. I want to be a normal trash can when I grow up. The flower market. People are buying flowers of loved ones before they the gommage. Gommage? We talking to you already? Not real?
Saying death comes to us all.
There's the armbands of the turkey
You
tree.
haven't heard that before?
No.
Unofficial expedition motto.
Oh
I
yeah.
heard Lucien say it.
French Revolution started. Good. The Bastille, yes, was broken. All the states didn't get right, but after politics go madness, same on Robespierre's.
I think he prefers. We're already dead.
Mhm.
You're just catching
I
up.
understood the first part. How's the hunt going? Good, good. Spirit's always important.
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard that.
Wolf blessing. Oh, nice.
I don't know. Kind of nice in a way.
Ad block for mobile. I wonder. There's probably Brave on
Forces
mobile.
you to
Look up Brave.
prioritize. It's a bit.
You can really find the silver lining in everything, can't you?
Every
No,
probably
it's
is.
just
I don't know. Every browser has its
always
issues.
work
I mean,
out the way we want.
Google has
Getting
Chromium,
upset, you know.
which is fucking
Use what we
horrendous
can,
and spying on you.
Can't.
Brave has, unfortunately, got a weird cryptocurrency stuff, but you don't have to engage with any of that. But yeah, I'm not sponsored by anything, but we have an ad block that works for the meantime, so it'll do me for the meantime, right? YouTube's getting wild with the free movies and stuff. Jesus Christ, these guys don't care. They'll risk their whole channels or hack channels and then just post movies, and they're gone in a day. But they're like, whatever. We used to be a lot more frivolous. We used to be all a bit smarter and savvy, using, you know, torrents and pirates and stuff like that. We don't do it as much now, but we're getting back there. I think everyone has their limit. For me, with Game Pass, I think if they keep it up like this year, it's still going to be worth like at least 30 a month. I'm not trying to give them bad ideas, but you understand we're living in a world where they're pushing 80 and 90 for one game. I'm getting 6-7 games on top of another 100 games for, you know, at this point it's like fucking 17, I think. But you do not have to pay for that. You have to pay that price. Alright, so how do we get up here? Let's see. I want the item. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, the way I look at things like Game Pass, even PS Plus to some extent, but Sony just does not have that kind of money. But with Game Pass, for sure, I kind of see it as, oh, that's kind of weird. I see it as, let's all kind of live off Microsoft's dime, you know? These are giant trillion-dollar companies. Woo! And yeah, I know it kind of sucks if they they go out of business or something. But that doesn't affect me, do you know that kind of way? I don't really care. Yeah, thousands of people lose their job, well, I don't really care. Game devs, on the other hand, these are the small, these need to be protected, you know? People like Sandfall here, Interactive, need to be protected. The budget for this game is probably somewhere between like 15 and 20 million, I'd say. And they probably got a nice check of 5 to 10 million, so you already got like half or so of your money back. You hope, you know. There's a lot of this stuff they'll never admit. None of these devs will, because they can't, you know. It's NDA and stuff, but we know what they're getting, and that's fine by me. Because at the end of the day, if you're afraid it's not a guaranteed success, and you're trying to keep things going. Let's see. Color of Lumina can be consumed to give an additional Lumina point to a character. Ooh, we'll have to see which character we like first, you know. Gustav. We'll see. Or is it Melia, is that her name? Mel? I don't know. So with the French names, I'm just not going to be great at pronouncing. It just means like Jerry in English. Like, good job. Can we get up on nuts? Cool. Could be a little grapple from here. Ow. Definitely broke some legs there. Yeah, that's something like I've kind of seen more and more in life. Is just we're so afraid of the next paycheck or the next dollar coming in. We forget to live our life either way, you know. It sucks. They have us right where they want us. Every government around the world has us all in a very tight vice, a pinch, you know. They just keep tightening it over our heads. It's not over our wallets. It's not about the war of the dollar or the war of the euro or whatever. It's a war over our fucking minds and souls. They have us by the heads. Don't let them do that. Enjoy your life. You can do anything you want. Don't listen to them. Look at morons like Katy Perry with her dumbass Daisy in space. Now they're saying it was all fake. I wouldn't be surprised. There's certain planes that you can take that will go high enough to achieve zero gravity.
The expeditions. What a joke.
What a joke. So she doesn't want anything got to do with this, huh?
All they do is leave us here to die.
Eloise.
They're just escaping. You know their goal is to save us all, right?
There is. Yeah, there you go. See, another good game close to this style. Order. Yeah, I think you've got that kind of dream kind of thing going on. You're right, yeah. Order in 1886 was super fun. Very dark, Victorian, vampires, werewolves. I wish that Sony didn't give up on them so much. That poor team, Ready at Dawn, went on to make VR games, and now I think they're closed. What a fucking waste.
Yes, that's what my father told me last year.
Game Pass, such revolutionary things. I don't really think so, Yuki. Like, I love it as a streamer, but it's not to be forever, and it's definitely shouldn't be the way to go either, you know. We don't want the next Netflixification of everything. That's even a word. The Netflixification. Like, it works because it's just good value for now, until that stops being a thing, you know.
And here we are again this year.
It works for me as a streamer because I have in the past paid fucking hundreds of dollars every month and then it wouldn't have made any bloody difference, you know. I still buy a lot of games. It's just if it's on Game Pass, then here we go, you know. I bought first Berserker Kazan, you know, and that, but I'm trying to think what was the other last game, kind of. Xenoblade Chronicles X as well. So you know, still a couple of hundred.
Instead of wasting it away.
But even just this year alone, I'd probably say about 700 just on buying the games from Game Pass. And then more importantly, I like it as it's like one of the greatest advertising tools and marketing tools, even if they don't do it themselves. Where you basically, I have this subscription, let's play it anyway, you know? Like how many of you's got like Amazon Prime or Netflix or Disney? You're like, well, I have it, let's just watch it anyway, you know, that kind of way. I have this subscription. You'll take a chance on things for the most part, or you'll just watch that one show or movie 100 times as well, and that's fine too. They don't care, they just want watch hours.
You never know.
So the way I look at
Expedition
they might be offering us value, and once they're supporting the devs, that's fine. So yeah, I'll take them for all they're worth, as they say.
There are some special people in this.
But I just don't see that being reliable for Sony, hence why they haven't gone in first party and stuff. It just wouldn't work for them. They don't have the money to sink billions a year into it. They just don't.
Yeah, right.
They're too busy selling shitty phones and TVs and stuff.
Why don't you show her some of your fighting skills?
And tablets that don't actually do anything. The PlayStation Portal. What the hell is that thing? It's an extra screen. Jeez. Alright, she's gonna... Do we get to swap here as well? Let's see. No. Okay, we're still Gustav even though we're talking as Sophie. Items, skills, attack, aim. Okay, cool. Oh, look at this. I can do that myself. 6 damage. I'm not doing that again. Okay. 6 damage. Are you well in the head, sir? Nice. Destroy the punching ball with 1 hit to impress the girls, eh? Okay. 1 hit. Dee. Ah, keeps healing. Okay. I have to like, I have to build up my overcharge, do I? Subscriptions were the worst thing that happened to media. Yeah, I think you're dead right. At the end of the day, we'll feel it that way, won't we? But your best bet right now is to just use them and laugh the whole way to the bank, sort of thing, you know? Deal more damage overcharge, like dealing damage, dodging, and parrying. Get your value while it's there, and then when they try and rip you off, or you're not getting your value anymore, screw them. My best advice is always turn off auto renew. How are you getting on? Any more like news? Did you get your own back? That little shit. Okay. Deal some damage. Okay, now let's try overcharge. Overcharge at 1 hit can break. Okay, let's see.
For those who come after.
Yes! I assume that's what they wanted me to do, huh?
That's...
Nice.
This guy is strong.
Feels Persona fight system. Yeah, for sure, it is. Even just from the UI. And then, yeah, obviously, we've had, you know, turn-based games before Persona, but they are the kings of UI for sure. They're so stylized, so you get that. And then this Q up on the corner is more inspired, like with like Final Fantasy X and things like that. But Persona's been going since like, you know, PS1, PS2.
Then, Madame,
But things have changed for sure.
why didn't you join?
Nothing wrong with that, you know. A little Western inspired by the Eastern. Yeah, you're right. Bought a spice bag, never had one before. Yeah, those are pretty huge now, aren't they? They're pretty big. See what they're like. I mean, we've had spice burgers and spice this, and I don't know if the spice bag is like that at all, though, isn't it? It's just a stir fry, right? With spicy things in it. It's kind of like the fucking chippy shop stuff. Chippy chips and what's that other y'all called? Dubai chocolate and all that crap. See, this is what I'm talking about. We are victims of online celebrity shit.
I'm content.
We are
with
sheep.
my
It doesn't
life.
matter. So you know, curiosity, I suppose, as well. But I think, as I said, it's just all part of the human condition of wanting to belong and fit in. That's what I think it is. So we can't deny human nature. And anyway, if you want to just walk around being negative and begrudging, you're going to have a horrible life. So if you want to try something, if you're curious, if it's flavors you like, then fucking go for it, you know? I'm not trying to tell you to not live your life.
Do you think I should join the expedition?
My friend Ciel always says, do your best. Either
I think we'll have
or it doesn't.
Sophie, Gustav,
Live your life
and
as you
Mail to starting off. I'm not sure how to say her name. May? Is it May?
I don't
It's
want
like,
to have
what was it?
regrets.
M-A-E. We haven't seen her in a while.
I don't have that much
M-A-E-L-L-E or
time.
something like that. Just like Spice. Yeah, same, dude.
When
Same.
the time comes, you'll make the right decision.
I wonder, will it be spicy though? If you're like me, you've completely desensitized to anything below a habanero. I've seen people eat jalapenos and they're about to like shit out their nose and ass at the same time. I'm like, are you okay? It's a jalapeno. Dude, I eat them on ice cream. I eat them on everything. I don't give a crap. Jalapenos are
Now I
nothing
think
to
I
me.
know.
But you know, we live in a society, especially in Ireland, where half the population's like, that milk is a bit spicy.
Give
So
this to your
yeah, it's-
boyfriend. My
it
father
is what
gave
it is.
to
I'm
me,
gonna give you
but
some spicy
right
milk if you know what I'm
now,
talking about. God damn! Open wide. Oh shit. Cool. Alright, hello. They're trying to recruit for future expeditions. Look, they're all wearing the uniform. Number of people volunteering is going down every year. I wonder why, you know, they're feeling... I assume we probably started at 100 or something. Didn't we have to... Let's see what the UI of the menu is. Okay, we got that. That's not really much. Okay, so we're still in tutorial land. Let's keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. I thought I was supposed to get a uniform for someone. Hello,
Hi,
nurse.
Gustav.
Did you make
You're
a
back.
dress? Oh my
Did you want
god.
to pick out a different flower?
Ophelie, okay. Yes.
Oh, the one you suggested earlier was perfect.
Hey, my. Robert Pattinson's
Oh, I'm
horny.
glad. These garlands are all
It looks almost Japanese, doesn't it? Kind of kimono-esque.
special.
That's a beautiful dress. For selling the granny, should take her on a date. Ah, for sure, for sure. But you have to sell your granny. Are you guys interested at all in the Switch 2? I don't think there's a single person that has come through these doors that are going to get the Switch 2 is. I think most of you are still probably paying off PS5s and Xboxes. Whatever you do, please take one word of advice from Cyber. Stop buying things on finance, please. Oh my god. That Klarna stuff is going to kill half of Ireland, I swear to god.
I have a garland saved for you
They're
too.
just digitizing loan
It's
sharks.
not a farewell garland.
Don't buy things on finance.
It will be a welcome
You're paying
home
extra
garland.
for the same product. Just save up for it.
Good luck,
Good lord.
my friend.
Yes. One word it is, right? One word. Really shitty written termination letter today. Apparently I wasn't the only person fired, but there were 8 of us. Oh,
Thanks.
they're probably cutting jobs or something, like everything else, you know, blame it on tariffs. Like people are like running out of toilet roll and they're like, fucking tariffs, you know what I mean? Like people walk out in front of a car and get crossed over and they're like, fucking tariffs, you know, like they're blaming it on everything. It's so stupid. If it's not inflation, now it's tariffs. I'm like, for fuck's sake. That's how he's gonna bring all this money in, just by moaning complainers actually paying for the expensive shit. Nice. Are we just in a big dirty circle?
You two would make a cute couple.
Ooh.
If you say so.
Or maybe something already happened, huh?
No. Is she like an ex? Is she pushing it on him? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's so many people. I've seen, especially UK, Ireland, these people around mid-20s to 30s are completely financially regarded. Oh my god, they don't have a clue. So they're getting themselves in unbelievable debt. Like, I can't pay off my TV and my couch and my wallpaper and my washing machine and my fridge and my console and my car and my house. And my, why did you do that? Why have you everything on finance, you fucking rehab? Well, you can't have people. Financial fucking common sense is not taught in school, sadly. They just look at business and stuff and like, I don't want to do this budget. And then 10 years later, they're squirting out their second child, paying off medical bills, while the TV is fucking broken on a meter, and they're still paying that off as well. Good job.
You should go home.
Digitized loan sharks. Her uncle brought it on the Latvia trip, and she used it as a initiation into the family, so I had to eat some. Yeah, there you go. The spice bag. Super spice from the Hot Ones show. Only fuck was that an experience. Tried the super spice, like the bomb, is it? Nice.
Where do you think? Mourning her
Nice.
mother
Yeah, there's so many like grown ass people on YouTube. Like when you know the boomers, the late 40s, 50s are like trying to teach you stuff. Like I'll see a meme, even on Twitter or whatever, or Facebook, people, and then they'll post it in the Discord, and I'm like, fucking hell. And they'll laugh at the same boomer shit that they're posting. They become their parents and they don't even realize it. Because it's a digital online stuff. Like, oh Jesus.
Then maybe
When you be like grown ass fathers watching fucking farming stuff and Hot Ones and Rate My Takeaway, like all the old people showing up. I was talking about Rate My Takeaway.
I can't.
Like, fuck it.
I can't look at her.
I was more interested in like
It's just another reminder
his
that
health journey through strokes and that, with all that weight on him. And then I went down the rabbit hole of his wife. I was like, oh my god, I know her from something. And she was on Britain's Got Talent as this belly dancer. And it's like, oh my god. And then I found out she's like on these crazy vegans, and she was on fucking This Morning breastfeeding her child in front of the nation and stuff. It's like, that's all well and good, but why does it have to be everything? Why do you have to whip the tit out every time the camera's on?
That's why we're
Your child isn't hungry 24/7.
with our Lumina tech. The Paintress.
The Lumina tech, there you go, see?
the pain.
We're trying something new. I like this cool glove. Maybe he's got like a robot arm or something.
Shit like you gonna do to the
Damn.
Paintress, eh?
Maxine.
Live in a dynamic world changes without our permission. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I think it's stupid when you set up a payment plan for fast food. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I remember seeing it in GameStop before they thankfully fucked off away from Ireland. But you're like, you're doing 4 payments for a video game?
Forget it.
Jeez.
Bon voyage.
All people see is, am I going to have that product now? Can I walk away with that product? Yes. Well, then I'll get into unbelievable financial hardship just to own that thing, you know? It's so sad. I've seen it. I've seen 21-year-olds with about 34 grand in debt. Like, what the fuck did you spend it on? And it just, as you said, name out the most common base things. And you're like, why did you do that? What have you done? Silly stuff, you know? Things that are, you know, stylish at the time. Supreme stuff and fucking Yeezys and all this other crap that is worth pennies on the dollar now.
This
which
lady
is so sad.
is exquisite.
But anyway, it is what it is. As I said, live your life, but just be smart about it.
In love?
You won't live your life when your bailiff's coming at your door. I'll tell you that much.
Not quite. I'm only in love with her art. My inspiration.
I can understand getting something on finance if you're desperate and need of it. Like, say you needed a new bed for a child who has, you know, crippling illnesses and needs that size bed so they can put up proper, you know, medical machines and lifts and things like that. Then yeah, okay, I understand that.
Nobody buys paintings
That's different.
anymore.
And the fucking gobshite who needed a new pair of Yeezys in his rented Lambo that has just been wrapped around a tree about 5 minutes
Your
ago.
canvas seems quite empty.
Nice. About a podcast? No, I used to do like a little funny little starting gaming thing, you know. Nice. No, these are just little rants, Yuki, that's all. I had to be ranting away. Sometimes in the rants, I have to check myself as well, because I don't want to come off as, you know, telling you what not to do, or even telling you what to do. Because you just have a good life, you know.
We broke up.
That is of no consequence in the matters
The
of love.
matters of love. I just feel so bad when I hear these stories, and my God, the amount of people that almost, it's like self-inflicted mental problems from things like finance, and people are like, a lot of these things don't seem connected, but they are, you know. It's all mental stress on yourself,
But it is this
and
passion
it's
I
self-inflicted.
so fiercely desire in my
Self-inflicted.
painting.
People can't sleep at night, and then they're having nervous breakdowns and going on antipsychotics. All what started off as something as simple as not paying for a parking ticket, or not paying for one of the monthlies on your fridge, or something, just something simple like that. Like, that snowballs so fast. I saw one woman, and she was in the middle of declaring bankruptcy, and she thought that it was just going to write off everything. So what did old fucking greedy bitch do? Well, she bought a whole lot of shit before she declared bankruptcy, thinking it was all getting written off. And guess what happened? No, it was not. Everything that she had bought was, her bankruptcy was in interim, so basically in the middle of it, so it didn't count. So she had to pay for all this stuff. So So the bailiffs come in, they burst in her family home, kids crying on the stairs, and she's screaming at them to get out. She starts fucking fist fighting, and these are big fucking 6'5", 300 pounds of pure fat and muscle bailiffs, you know what I mean? And it was just hilarious to watch. And of course, 15 minutes, half an hour, the guards were called, everything, all this stuff ensued. And she paid it. She had to pay it. Even the husband eventually gave in, because he knew what she did. She knew what she did, but she refused. And then, as it turned out, she was declaring bankruptcy twice as well, which is even great. She was declaring bankruptcy on herself and on her business. Pretty fun.
How about showing me
It's crazy. And these people, and that woman, that was probably years ago, is probably back out doing the same thing again. I can't. That's worse than financial illiteracy. That's just, she's a common thief and a scumbag scammer, basically, that one. You wonder why the economy is the way it is. But yeah, let's keep blaming everyone else. Keep blaming everybody for their own fucking misgivings. Golly.
Fantastic.
Everybody wants to be a painter. Huh? Streams are basically free cyber podcasts, right? I'm just waffling on. Waffling. I was messing around a bit in Dublin yesterday as well. Just dude, they're opening new like train lines. They're opening new Lewis lines. It's all like 10 years away. And there's all these kind of new concert venues opening up, like, you know, there's like a couple of boxing arenas, like the National Stadium, and they're opening themselves up for more concerts now, because I think what's happening is a lot of artists don't want the Tree Arena, and I don't want to go near the Tree Arena either. I think it's completely overblown, overpriced, and you're fucking miles away from the act. It's pretty shit. But a lot of the smaller ones, like the Academy, Olympia, they just can't house that many people.
Okay, I guess.
But the issue is, like everything else, the city can't seem to accommodate for that, you know? The Lewis doesn't go to these places. You need like 3 connecting buses and... Jesus Christ. Oh, there's actually... I thought you wanted to paint. Right. Accessibility, camera movements. Oh, I was supposed to dodge. Or parry. Nice.
Come on, dodge your ladies' beautiful moves.
Oh, dodge, okay. Come on! So how long are they gonna let me do this then? It's not always gonna be slow like that, is it?
Splendid. One more time.
Yeah, people were saying it was like Sekiro style parody.
One last time.
I swear they're just going on a lot of shit. Anyone who compares games to other ones, you'll always notice they never fucking played those games. Just like Dark Souls.
That was splendid.
Sure
splendid.
it is. Sure it is. Alright.
I was so enthralled.
Gold
that I
cage for showing
completed the
fake
painting in an
success.
instant.
Oh, I like that. Isn't that just fraud, right? It pretty much.
It's nice.
They do it in
know
America though
something
as
of
well.
us
Like
will
bankruptcy
remain in the
is
world
just
after today.
a sneaky way, because eventually these people don't care about things like your credit score and that. They don't care, and enough time passes, they'll get more credit cards anyway.
Thank you.
Don't care. So they'll rack up 30,000-40,000 on credit cards, then declare bankruptcy.
It is I who should thank you.
There's loads of little
It was a
tricks you can do
moving
that are
dance.
perfectly legal, like paying off your mortgage early, or if you do have one of these financial things, paying those off early as well, because when you pay something monthly, what you don't realize is you're paying the interest, and that you haven't actually paid off any of what you're trying to pay off, you know?
New opera painting
You're
we
just
have
paying
to
off
do this
interest.
year.
You don't end up paying the thing off till the final couple of payments. So they don't like when you pay early, so you will accrue sometimes little penalties.
I feel
But
it
the
was
penalty is
much
worth
impressive,
it, because
but-
it'll still be a
Okay.
fraction of what the overall interest is going to be.
Love will always be impressive.
There's a very dangerous, systems out there from scammers that prey on people who have no financial know-how. And you don't need to be a fucking business degree Andy, you really don't. You really
Also,
don't.
take this as a gesture of
Because
appreciation.
unfortunately, whether you want to admit or
I
not,
see
the
your
old ways
not
still work,
boyfriend is an expeditioner.
There's wonderful financial
prove
institutions
useful.
like the credit union. You might never have to deal with a bank ever if you don't want to. And the old ways of, going to the mattresses, as they say, becoming your own little savior. Oh, that's kind of beautiful. So there was like a dance in the battle, was it? Is that what they're getting at? The dance of death. A lot of these people are just going to straight up die, aren't they? That's what they're getting at here. The live and wake. We do a lot of live and wakes over
I feel
here.
sorry for
People
her.
who are terminal or just getting to that point and they know they're going to pass away.
Look at
And they
her.
want to have a party,
She
have a
looks
celebration.
Sad.
I like the idea.
Maybe she's a prisoner too. Stuck in the same cycle with us. Silly, huh?
We gotta stop
choose
this.
empathy at a moment like this.
The Paintress looks
one of the
wild.
few
It's probably
choices
just
I
going to be
can
like a
make.
final boss. Wouldn't be a JRPG
It's okay.
style. If it
don't
wasn't for
have to.
killing a god. Nearly every JRPG is like that. People made a very astute, funny little way of like, oh, it's a Japanese style RPG made by the French. So would that make it a JRPG? So it was like J apostrophe RPG, and it's so funny because that's exactly how the French write a lot of their words in that. The apostrophe almost has the entirety of the French pompousness inside of it. There's a lot of cool French and average French people, just like me and you. But unfortunately, there's also that Aristotle people holding on to stuff. While the whole town around them of Paris, the city of light smells of piss, they'll still turn their nose up at you instead of the piss around them. It's a nice little motif and irony of the rich surrounded by piss, basically. Yes.
Uncle Victor.
The piss doesn't stink over in Paris, apparently. Parents learn me you can open credit card but bank always wins. Yeah, it's true, it's true. It's true. Dude, what, I wouldn't go to see some of my favourite artists in Dublin. Hell yeah. It's this loophole people were doing for a while where somebody would allow a person to become a shareholder of their account so it would boost their credit scores for larger loan. Yeah, I have seen stuff like that too. Or having somebody just basically be the owner of their business, the owner of whatever, and then nobody can come looking for them. But you can see, if you start like that, it has a bad vibe of you're in it for a little scam, you know. Now some things like that are really a clever idea, like, but you know how money and family is a big issue. You want to be careful doing that kind of stuff. But a lot of people will say put their business or their cars or just some of their money, whatever, into their wife's name or their family's name, and it kind of can protect them. But you know, you also hear horrible things of wives cutting off families and stealing stuff in divorces or something like that, and vice versa with the husbands. So there is a thing you can actually do as well. You can orchestrate it. It's basically like a security box in a bank or in a whatever, and that kind of becomes, as you said, like the shareholder or the owner, and you can put certain stipulations on it, like if you know the uneventful or the untimely passing of myself, blah blah blah, this stuff happens, and this will protect your business, your money, whatever, be it the deeds of a house, be it the rights to the company or your finance. It's a really clever idea. There's a word for it, I don't know it off by heart right now, but yeah, that's basically what it is. You're not putting it in the bank's name either. It's because, you know, most banks, they don't know what's in security deposits and all that, security boxes and all that, and vaults. Obviously if the bank goes under, then it's a bit odd, or if they get robbed by some crazy, but you know, when does that happen? Very, very rare. But that's an interesting way of doing it. I've seen people do that, and it was kind of his way of sort of doing a prenup without the horrible worrying kind of things that go along with prenups. If you ask your significant other for prenups, it can destroy the relationship because it's so based on trust, you know, which is that's the way it is. You see it all the time. Right now, a lot of big streamers are going through divorces or pseudo divorces, or they're called like fucking live-in marriages, where you're not actually married, you never got married, but because you lived together so long, 5+ years, in certain states it holds up as kind of a pseudo marriage, so they're entitled to some of it. Now, some of them that are going through this, their significant others were on the channel with them. And I don't know about you, but if you're on the channel too, I think you're entitled to it. Some of it's just greed. Like NMP is going through stuff now, but you know, they had this weird functional abusive relationship. It was like, let's just treat each other like trash, and no one will know if it's real or not. But they finally but apparently they were married all along, so it's a genuine divorce, you know. As you can imagine, she's asking for more, and everyone's like, well, it's called NMP, it's not named after her. But then if you've even watched a little bit of their content like I have, she was a massive event planner for them, basically. Did huge big streams, so I think she deserves 50% anyway, you know. But what they should have done, now they're just going to drag it through the courts and they're both going to lose and the lawyers are going to win. He should have just said, here's half what I have, there you go. But so weird. We live in a weird world because there's YouTubers and streamers that are ex-lawyers or currently practicing lawyers, and they're able to work the system, and they know how to get public record because it's public record, but most of us don't bother looking for that stuff. So they're just streaming people's personal horrible lawsuits, divorces, you name it. And I think whether it's public or not, and the way that's going about it, it's scummy on a whole other level. I'm sorry, but you know, a lawyer's got a lawyer, right? They're pieces of shit in most practices. Fucking solicitors the same. No matter how much they feign interest in your case, at the end of the day, they want to get paid. They want to get paid. I hate the whole justice system because it's nothing just about it. It's nothing just about it. But yeah, hopefully you get to see some in Dublin, dude. At this stage, like the last, ever since probably pre-COVID, I think Ticketmaster is broken now. They've become horrendous, you know, nickel and dime, and basically allowing people to scam the system. They're kind of scamming their own system too, with the reseat or seated or whatever it's called, allowing you to resell tickets. It sounds good on principle, but we live in a greedy world.
It's our fault. We brought this upon ourselves.
So yeah, and then music's fucked now with TikTok. So I was going to one band and there were €17 in the Button Factory, and then they exploded on TikTok, and now I can't get a fucking 3 arena seat, which is meant to seat like, or you know, standing and seating like 15,000, and those tickets are €97. So that was a hell of a fucking jump there, wasn't it, lads? What changed? Fucking nothing. Just TikTok, the power of TikTok. Nice. If you could tell, I'm a little salty about that one. A loophole, yeah. So that's interesting. There's a lot of things you can do that, and then obviously, like, I don't call these, you know, the loopholes. They're not scams. I don't think so. Like, there's things like ways of very smartly getting tax breaks and stuff. Like, you can give once a year giant chunks of money and things to people or loved ones as gifts. You know, these are gifts, and they're completely tax-free. So you know, most people, I think, are all desperate for money. So we do a lot of things like giveaways and lotto and all that kind of stuff. The lottery. And then you realize that you're going to get screwed. Even if whatever you win, they're going to take a half or a third of it anyway. So it hurts. Definitely hurts. So people have found ways of doing it. Like over here, I think in America as well, it's like if you take a picture or do an interview with us, you get to keep more of the money. Or if you get into a situation where you take it in piecemeal, so you get such and such every year. Benoit.
I'll see you soon enough.
Instead of a giant lump sum, the whole lot, and it gets taxed. No, might meet these along the way. We'll have to see. Look at out there, 34. There's the Paintress. It's going to turn in. So everyone, the last year must have died when they were 34. Then is that it? Speaking of Paris, only Saboteur. Yes, hell yes, I got there in the end. Oh, it's so good. Saboteur is amazing. Great shout out. We did play some of that. Look at the picture, even the quality of the picture. Oh, yeah, it's so wonderful. I wish we'd get a remake of that. I hear that Xbox are extremely pleased with Oblivion, and it's causing them, they want to remake like that. The Fallout games, Call of Duty, there's talks of them doing that. The Prototype, they want Prototype to be their kind of infamous. I hope. We'll see. First thing they need to do is free all of those Call of Duty devs up so they can make games. Like Toys for Bob already moved away, but now they're completely away, so they'll just make different games. But they might work on, what's it called? Banjo-Kazooie, maybe? You want to head to the harbour. Yes, I think we got a few nice freebies along the way. Here we go. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so yeah, maybe we'll get some of that stuff going. But yeah, like Raven Software used to make incredible games. And High Moon used to make all the Transformers games. They all need to start working on that stuff again. The issue with these scams, once you give people that info, they can sell it. Yeah, it's crazy. You have to either trust the people or do what I was saying, like go through secure methods.
You did this.
Like, even look at the way accounts are now. It's pretty rough, isn't it? Like where you got
I wanted to do something.
You got two-factor, you know, authentication, and it doesn't really work. sometimes to get all that.
This is
Then you have
great.
certain websites and
See
certain
you at the
apps
festival?
that will help you
Don't
with
leave without
generating
saying goodbye.
passwords. They could be hacked.
course not.
Nothing's really secure, is it? And no matter how much we try and not put credit cards and names and addresses on websites, it's going to happen. You're going to need something, want something, or try to avail of
I know
something.
that face.
And it'll get you.
You mean a lot to them.
There's not one person on the planet hasn't been a victim
Yeah,
of some
they
kind
mean
of
a
a
lot to me
scam or a phone call or a phishing thing. No matter how
Guess
far
you
or
can
maybe
take
they don't
many
get you at
forms,
all.
right?
I think what it is, it's not even the fat heads. It's the wonderful job they've done with the hair, but you can see it's not sitting on their head enough. Does that make any sense? Like, look at her with her beret. It looks lovely, but it's just not sitting right. It's confusing. It's kind of throwing me out a little bit. I remember from the first trailer it was doing this. It's still gorgeous, but we're kind of obsessed with hair again, aren't we? It was this way back in 2013 with physics and Tomb Raider, and we're back again obsessed
Oh, you
with
like uniforms
strands
now?
and hairs and stuff. Maybe they're just all using Volumizer L'Oreal or whatever. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Rob Passon. Alright, Rob Passon. Rob Passon here. I love Minecraft because I'm Rob Passon. Half the hair is clipping through the skin, so, you know, to each their own, I guess. 33 and a third. Your legacy. Oh, he's going on the expedition. Oh, even though they're split up, still got a lot of love
It's
for him.
yours too.
Time to whoop some ass. So many people go and die. The open world nature kind of, it's got that old like Final Fantasy 9 vibe to it, but like just completely done in wonderful graphics. I love it. Tiny Tina's Wonderland tried to do something like that. See. Right, Paul Passman. My name's Paul Passman. Then I'm going on an expedition. NVIDIA Hairworks fiasco. Remember Witcher 3? Yeah, dude, every couple of years they try it, don't they? Like, that's probably the one we're talking about. Or maybe not. Remember PhysX? It's like PHYSX. And it was like Hair PhysX or Hair X. Maybe it was one, it was one of those. Oh, I saw that. Did you see that? It loaded us into nothing for a second there. Oh. Now, this is done, but this is a small new studio of 30 people. It is extremely impressive. Like, you have to support this. I urge you to even download it, even if it's not your cup of tea to play, but give it a shot. Look at that music. Here we go. Right off to the sunset. It's like they're walking on the water. That's what people were saying. It's like 30 people, 30 hours to play, 30 hours to another 30 hours to max it out. $30. There we go. It's going to change the next day. 33, is it? Yeah, there's the Paintress. The size of her. I love how it just isolated them two and her. You can barely see them, but they're tiny. There she is. She's woken up. She's like a goddess of time. It's weird. I can't help it. Makes me think of this random movie, The Frighteners, where it was basically a ghost in the afterlife killing people, and he was a serial killer in real life. But before he killed them, he would use a Stanley knife and cut the number of people he'd killed into their forehead. Fucking dark as shit. And it just makes me think of that with the 33 and 34. It's a great movie. Peter Jackson before Lord of the Rings. The Frighteners. Give it a watch. Twisted as Pup. Good stuff. Comedy. Really down. Off they go. Everyone that has the 33. So where does this come into the play? Like, is he just joins the expedition? Is she gonna disappear? Oh, I think the trailer can't give that away already. Just couldn't save her yet. Whoa. What the fuck was that? That was really weird. Was that a glitch? It's like both of their heads were inside of each other. Oh, that's so messed up. Oh my god, people's parents as well. That's so twisted. Kids just left on their own. Orphans. Guess we know where all the petals came from. I love that melted Eiffel Tower. It's like me, except I swing to the left, not to the right. Oh. Jesus, so many people. I suppose that's the living wake.
I'm here.
You think he would have done the expedition like a year ago and tried to save her, but anyway. Bit late to join now. Maybe he's going to try and save her in the afterlife. You can see the Paintress are crying there as well. It's clearly just a mourning god or something. Maybe she lost her love too. It's probably going to be one of those things. Damn. Thought they were just going to fade her out, but they didn't. They even loaded in the dust and ash. Wonderful. Makes me think of Buffy a little bit. Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Vampire people are goodness? Yes. This is definitely a wonderful, you know, small team shooting way above themselves and just knocking it out of the park. I love this. Whereas we live in a world where, sadly, Ubisoft can't even get AA right. They think they're quadruple A. That's the problem with that company. They think they're quadruple A, but they can't even do AA properly in terms of scope and fidelity and just writing. This game has more depth, more atmosphere, more heart in it in the first couple of minutes here than all of those AAAs together. Activision, EA, Ubisoft, get in the fucking bin. Go back to basics. Learn passion, the love that you used to have back in the day. What happened? Drama is good. Yeah, it can be fun. We'll see how it goes. There's a game where there was a couple and one was a ghost. Yeah! The Banisher's Ghost of New Eden. I can't help but talk enough about that one. Love it. Also by a smaller team. Don't Nod. I know they're getting bigger these days. They have many teams now, but still, in their own right, you know. They made Remember Me and a few other games way before Life is Strange took off. That was just their darling, you know. And honestly, you can tell, like, Life is Strange don't pay the bills either. It does a lot, but come a long way since then. Look, half of them celebrating, he's like, fuck off. Well, he looks a bit like Justice Smith, doesn't he? That can't be a coincidence, right?
There you are. You can't hide from us, you know.
Lucian.
Like I said, mourning's best done with friends.
Lucian.
What? It is.
Lucian.
Grieving alone's
See, a lot of
the
people
worst.
do grieve in celebration. The Irish try and do that,
Where's
but
mine?
jeez, we have our wailing women as well. Is there other people on their expedition?
Santé, les amis.
Don't think they'll be
Santé.
on our team.
Yeah, no, I could use a drink.
It's like playing through a Renaissance painting or something.
5 tables this year. You see that? Told you we'd beat the 34s.
The
Even Mael showed up,
34s.
and she hates these things.
Oh shit, I missed her name again. How would you say it? Is it Mael?
Want to go
Mael?
take a look?
Like May, M-A-E, and then L-L-E. Mael? Mael. I say it too fast, sounds like I'm saying Mael. Yeah, look at his cool robot arm. What the hell happened there?
Yeah.
Maybe he was on other expeditions and they just kept failing. But this one will be different, huh? Nice, you
There's an
spilled half
excess
your
of
drink in
wine
your hair.
again. Thank you, sister, for her generosity.
What do you think of the character
Oh,
models
try
and
to
stuff?
enjoy yourself.
I think
Don't
they're
drink
decent,
alone, you weirdo.
All the talk of the hair, and I think it's actually more distracted than that. It does look good. It has, you know, individual gravity and physics and all that, but is it worth it? Let me work it. Festival talking. Beautiful. Nice. I'm playing this on performance mode on Xbox Series X, so you're getting a decent amount, but you know, these kind of games obviously best on PC and then best on quality mode, but I prefer me 60 frames. A game like this usually, especially RPGs and that, are usually 30 frames. Just the way it goes. Well, we didn't have such a emphasis on that stuff since the Nintendo 64, but ever since I think Xbox One and PS4, we've been just all up in our ass about
Let's at least check on
frame
my-
rates
and my apprentices.
and resolution. It is important, but it's not everything. Because as I said, you can have 4K, 8K quality of a turd, and it's still just an 8K turd. You want something that's going to be beautiful first, for the right reasons, not for resolution and frame rate, for art style and attention to detail, and great gameplay and story. Everything else
Looks a bit rough.
comes after.
Sure it works.
At this point, we're at the stage where they're making fucking photo mode before they make the thing they're going to take the photo of.
I've been working on this for months.
What is it?
It's my personal masterpiece.
Is it floating jism?
Your personal masterpiece seems a little
Some kind of magic or something?
orthodox.
Yeah, so the different characters are going to have different styles. You can see he's just good old sword, but there'll be magic.
It's dead useful, trust me. Come on, give it a whirl.
Is it me? Like, I can't help but say it. The character models give me Hogwarts Legacy, and that is not a bad thing at all. I think even just, it must be the style as well. I'm thinking that, you know, you've got a little bit of kind of Victorian, little French, but also a little futuristic as well.
Great.
Immediately makes me think Hogwarts Legacy. Alright, Cumber number on top. Cumber number. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier Spy. Call it morbid curiosity. Here, your token. I guess we're going to have a chance to use the token on other things. Should we just use it on this guy? The first guy popped up. Something tells me don't do it. Not on the first guy. Maybe we can come back.
Your loss.
Your loss. Oh, hello there. Oh, my mamma mia.
Having fun?
Almadine, she's definitely a
Oh, hey,
pioneer in
thanks.
fashion, her own
Perfect
fashion.
timing. I'm
The fuck
starting
are those
everything
glasses?
Before we ship out. Gotta look sharp when we hit the Paintress.
Her clothes speaks like French Revolution royalty, like even some of the royal guards. And the glasses are like 1960s Aubrey Hepburn or
Really
something.
important. Can you style me up too?
Style me up.
On it. Just bring me a token.
Ah, she wants a
first.
token too. You see, it's going to be like clothes versus stats or something like that. Only got the one token.
Nah, I'm good.
Nice. And I know this one's probably potions and food, is it?
Hello there.
Hello,
Gustav.
potion seller.
Perhaps
I
some
want
these
some of
artifacts
your
may
greatest
prove useful to your
potions.
mission.
Perhaps one of these artifacts may prove useful in your mission. Ooh,
You've been
artifacts.
holding out on us.
Could be one for, why does it feel like Kingdom Hearts, where it's like sword, shield, magic, or something like that?
Relics from before the fracture, passed down through the generations.
What do you think? Relics,
The council
base
deemed them
stats,
trinkets, but I think otherwise.
or clothes?
That's kind of you to share.
The clothes could represent armor, you know, don't just think fashion souls.
I may not be able
Could
to join
represent
the
armor, I
expedition,
don't
but
know.
I'd still like to help. One token is all
Glasses
I
from
ask.
1960s. 100%, Yuki, 100%. You nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. Yeah, so I think this game, it's going to be an indie darling. It's going to be celebrated for sure. I think for the average gamer, you know, I think they're going to be thrown off by both the turn-based and the name. You know, when we live in a window shopping society, people have usually the attention span of maybe 2 or 3 minutes, right, to look into something. So window shopping is so important, you know. We feel with the eyes, right? We have to take in that thing, and then it'll make us feel things. So when I see a big name for a first game, new IP with subtitles in it, when I say subtitles, I don't mean these down here. I mean an additional title onto the original title of the game. It can confuse people. I said that about Banisher's Ghost of New Eden. It's too long. And this one, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, of course it makes sense to the game. And even the Clair Obscur part, I think, is amazing. I think that's a lovely juxtaposition. It's 2 words that are at odds with each other. And I love that. That's wonderful. It's like a meet cute of words. It's fun to say and it's fun to think about. But then you have the Expedition 33, which makes sense because that's what we are. We are Expedition 33. But tell that to the average person. Huh? What's a Clair Obscur or whatever that is? It's hard enough to get people just to read these days, you know? It's hard enough to get people to read. That is the truth.
Ah, I should have known.
Yes. So what do you guys think? Current number... yes, I've only got one. Makes sense. I think that's probably the most you can get at the start. Get! Oh, yes. Dee. Alright, here's a token. What do you think? I'm kind of digging this one. What do you think? Okay, maybe we'll go for
I'm
this.
curious. Here's a
Token could be cool. We could, equip it maybe. And who's this lady with the nice butt cheeks behind me?
Speed.
Tell me what it is first. She's not. We got old key. An old key for an old door. Uh-oh. That sounds like a master key, skeleton key. What did we just procure there? Is there no... There we go. I thought there was nothing there. Gustav, level 1. I don't know if we went for the right choice there. Whoa. Journals. Okay. Inventory. Level 1. Noharam. That's our sword, is it? Pick those. Quest items. Uniform for Richard's son. Yeah, I think I might have missed that. Yeah, I thought the Lumia was something else. And a recode. Consume to relocate. Okay, that's good. For all the stats. Alright. Heal party. Cool. Hello. Nice.
These all yours?
Yes.
You gonna lecture me on drinking?
Nice.
I wouldn't
Yeah, she was the girl with the nice
calculating
booty.
how much it'll hurt to catch
She's
up.
covered in scars. This is not our first expedition.
You can start now.
Hmm?
Here, let's have a toast. To Sophie. Who was
No.
always unapologetically Sophie. My fierce and loving friend.
To Soph. Seriously though, this is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Drinking
comes,
challenge, right? That would be nice.
but
Yes,
don't
yes.
here yet. I'm not crossing the sea sober.
Sober's better than deathly hungover.
Cross the sea.
No, not for that.
Ah,
Go have some drinks.
Who's this man? Hello.
Gustav, just the man I wanted to
Just
see.
the man.
you want a rematch, don't you?
Haha.
Well, it's my last chance.
Yes, little practice fights.
After tomorrow, you'll be the undisputed expert on expedition history.
Mm-hmm. Banishers is long leveling, traveling, but agree, naming is important. Yeah, I did like Banishers a lot. It was like almost my game of the year that year.
What about today?
Pretty close. Who am I to deny it? Fire away! Yes, let's
Who
go.
am I to deny you?
I wouldn't mind a drinking
away.
challenge. That'd be funny.
How many years ago was the fracture?
Fracture seems to be when everything started here with the Paintress. So as I was saying, there's probably a good chance that it started at like 99 or 100. I don't know, right? That's what didn't I say this earlier? So we're on what, 33 now, so it should be like
You
60.
kidding? This is your question.
Let's see what choices they give me first, but it should be like 67, 68, something like that.
Yes.
Depending on if it breaks 100, I don't know.
Apart and our luminous city get thrown into the middle of the ocean.
When was the fracture? Here we go. Okay, cool. Okay, 33 years ago. No, I'd say 60. I think, yeah, 100 years is probably the max. It would make sense. So 67, that's what I was thinking.
67
Good.
years ago.
Good. Is that right?
Brilliant.
There you
I
go. See?
concede. You are the undisputed expert on Lumiere and history.
That makes sense. She's counting down, and you would assume it's from
What are you
100,
talking about?
right?
Every child knows this.
Oh yes.
The monolith's essentially a reverse calendar, counting down since the fracture happened in year
All right, that's good. Good.
All right, fine.
All right.
Another one then.
People like Diesel Punk. Yes. Oh, I love Diesel Punk. What would you consider to be the best Diesel Punk out there? Things like Tank Girl or Mad Max or Bioshock. Kind of want to call it. They like to call that one Biopunk, whereas the kind of experiments and they're dealing with the mutations makes the bio part, the biological part. What do you think, Diesel Punk? Because yeah, there's steampunk, which is different. Obviously, it literally is. It might seem semantics to people, and they get them mixed up. But steampunk is steam, diesel is diesel. You know. So I think one is about steam engines, and the other one's oil and diesel and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it does go that
Which was the first expedition
intricate,
to
you know?
depart for the continent?
The first expedition. Expedition 199. No, we're counting up, right? Because we're 33. Expedition 0.
Expedition 0.
We start at 0, even though she's counting down because it's the end of time. We're counting up, right?
Correct. That still annoys me.
Yes, bitch.
They left in year 100.
They should be called Expedition 100. Makes no sense.
Yeah, well,
Lumiere
no.
will be long gone before the monolith hits 0. All right, last one.
Well, I think we're trying to
Get
meet
it
in the
right,
middle
maybe I'll
somewhere.
give you a token.
Oh, he gives me a token here?
What is Illumina?
Oh, fuck. We had some of the Lumina, didn't we? Oh, no. A special type of weapon. Luminaire's unique brand of perfume. That's not right. It could be a special type of... What's the first one? Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in battle after enough times. We did have Pictos in the inventory. Remember, I just looked at it. It was weapon and Pictos. Do you think it's that one? Special type of weapon. No, the weapon was just a weapon, right? What is a Pictos, though? Don't ask me what a Picto is.
Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in
Is it like a
battle after
pictograph?
enough
I
times.
don't know what a Picto is. Is that right?
Well done.
Oh yeah. One, you think so? Yeah, I think you were right as well, Yuki.
Not
Good
really.
shout.
I mean, I created the Lumina converter, so...
Oh, Jesus. Mr. fucking Robert Pattinson here, huh? I haven't seen Mickey 17 yet, his new movie. But the
With your departure,
creator, is it
Lumiere
Bong
loses
Joon-ho? He made like Parasites.
and a
Probably getting it wrong. I get a couple of the Korean directors' names wrong because I suck at pronouncing them. And they're all kind of triple barrel as you go. So I get them all wrong. Oh, Bong Joon-ho. Okay, I was saying Bong Joon-ho. I'm getting them confused with the Chungking Express director because I'm stupid, cyber
Big
stupid.
softy.
That's one car away and Bong Joon-ho. Okay, I'm gonna get them mixed up. I'm sorry. Wonderful
all right,
directors,
here's
though,
a
in their own
token.
right.
Go and spend it on something.
I'm a huge lover of foreign cinema because I think not only do you get to see from a different storyteller, like their brain and everything, they pour their hearts out into movies. Same with games as well. But with the movies, you get to see that kind of cultural divide, you know, in the storytelling. It's not always about different cultures, but you see it, like whether it's their upbringing, how they were raised, you know, their religions, their thoughts on music, love, food, even, you know, like it's really cool. You see these in the little moments that are directed, like the director of Parasite. Yeah, he's done a lot of he's done a few like Americanized type movies, you know, Western styled movies, and they don't always work out for sure. But they're very interesting, and what's cool about it is instead of just feeling like Western cast, you know, Western movie, different director, it's not really like that. It's like the lens. You're seeing a Western movie through the lens of someone from Korea, and it's kind of cool. It reminds me of like when Miyazaki, you know, from Software, tries to take on certain Western principles, especially sort of kind of that dark Gothic European kind of religious, you know. You can see there's a love for it. There's almost a romance about it that we have lost because we're just standing around this beautiful architecture or music or culture or clothes, whatever, and that kind of gets lost, you know. We don't tend to have much romance about the towns or countries we live in because we are just like, this is a kip, I'm sick of this hole, get me out of here, you know, that kind of way. It's the grass is greener effect, simple as that, really. Alright, so we got a second token, cool. Definitely going for this weird magic pot thing. Sorry, love, but oh, you are gorgeous, though. Holy moly, you got it going on. Oh yeah, let's have a look at this Pictos. He just spoke about the
Still gonna
Pictos.
cost you a token, though.
Oh yeah.
You're a resourceful man. There are
Okay.
plenty.
I have a token. I have a belly button. Call it morbid curiosity. I usually say morbid fascination, but yeah, curiosity, fascination, potato.
You won't regret
But
it.
yeah, I always try and get people on more foreign cinema. Even just calling it foreign cinema, I think kind of will dissuade people. But don't think of it like that. Take a chance. And yeah, maybe you're kind of a little bit apprehensive about watching a movie in a different language or with subtitles, but we actually do it. If you're like me, I have subtitles in all my movies. People think that it's because the generation has we just hear worse, you know, because of all the years of music and stuff like that. It's not. It's just bad audio mixing, and then just a habit. It's just a habit. I like to have it on, you know. You live in a world where there's dogs and cats and music and people in the house and music going and cars going by and trains going by, and as I said, bad audio mixing. then yes, I will turn the subtitles on. But it is, I almost solely habit at this point. But I put them on everything. And you know, even when I'm playing games and streaming, you're kind of like, well, I'm putting them on because I'm chatting over things and people can listen to the music and still hear the audio and all that. We'll go down and talk to our friend. Wow, this is, yeah, there's the fracture right there. I'm gonna be putting these pieces back together. Let's go talk to Mia. Hello, mate. She's gonna be joining us. She's another main character. I think you might get to play as her too.
More ready to go than you are.
I believe she's voiced by Jennifer English.
I know.
And yeah, Gustav is voiced by Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil, right?
Look, I know we've been over this, but as your guardian, I
It's
need
mad,
to
isn't
say
it?
this one
Culture connection, yeah. I love the world. I love a lot of people in it. I know we have a lot of goobers in it too. A lot of bad people, but it's definitely the good definitely outweighs the
The
bad.
rest of us only have a year left, but you've got 9 good years before your Gamage.
Oh, really? So she'd be, what, 20, 24, 25, depending, I suppose. But yet she's going on expeditions already. How very selfless of her.
You don't need to leave yet. It's a lot to risk.
1 year out there is better than 9 years in here.
Damn, there you go. Who's she trying to protect, though?
I know you think that, but it's...
Poor
If
baby.
anyone should stay, it's you. You have friends and family who want you here.
So do you.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, there we go. We got to the heart of it.
Emma thinks of you as family.
Lumia is not my home. Not the way it
Lumia.
is for you. Besides, this way I can keep an eye on you forever.
Right. Because she needs eyes everywhere.
Shush. You're lucky you have a sister who cares.
Doubly lucky. Since now I have 2.
Alright, enough chit-chat. Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
Old man?
Old man.
Yeah, the trick.
You're pretty much the oldest man in Louisiana now, no?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
This time, I'm not messing
Alright, so we gotta face her in a duel. Alright, she got that hand on hip with the booty out. Dangerous. Alright, do you wish to have a rematch with me? Of course I do. Yes. Bring it. Accessibility. Why does that keep happening? I have to turn it off just so I don't have to listen to it. Alright. Let's go. 5 hits, okay. Not bad. Right? I'm just dodging like crazy. Ah, I missed so
No
much.
shame losing to a superior fighter.
Skip turn. Aim. I don't think the aim does a whole lot, does it? Back. A superior fighter. The chick. Alright, let's not die, huh? Sorry, I'm still getting used to everything. Oh, oh, that parry. Oh, that parry. Oh my god, look at that. I performed a counter and it took almost a third of her health off. Thank you, Jesus. I don't think you're able to perfect attack when you're attacking normally. Well, come on then. Oh, a little bit early there. That one always get. I think that's a special move, and I do think I can't use that in there. We'll see. All right, time for overcharge, baby.
For those who come after.
Perfect. Oh, look at her health bar, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's a bit too early on the dodges there. Nice.
Hope your Lumina converter works
Let
better
us
than your
finish
Lumina.
this in style, no? Oui, Pippi. Let's make a do. Perfect. It's over. We did it. Did you see that counter attack? Okay, I'm going exclusively parrying. Maybe you have to dodge certain attacks. Highest damage dealt 787. Nice. Beautiful. Successful parries 4. Cool. Alright, we're getting into it.
Oldest man in Lumiere.
See, that was the first real one we did where they don't have the training wheels on, you know?
Teenager.
Nice. So if you perfect parry everything, you get a massive counter attack. Yes, please.
Don't get too drunk tonight, okay?
Aha! And there's another festival token.
Where are my
Jolly
scallywag
good.
apprentices? I promised to find them at the festival.
My scallywag apprentices, huh? Scallywag. She's gonna be another main character. I think you can play as her or him and just kind of wander around, whatever you want. We'll see. They both seem to be sword fighters. Okay, I guess we'll get the last one. There's no token for anything else, is there? Unless. This one seems to be just extra clothes or something, is it? Oh, it's a haircut. I mean, can it get any worse than the one I had? I mean, what? Let's see what you got.
Let's see what you've got.
Please, God. I wonder how many people actually passed that. Couldn't tell him. I've grown up with turn-based stuff, so I have an unbelievable amount of patience for turn-based. I like it, actually. It's a strategy. New outfit unlocked. Oh. What the fuck is that?
Voila. Looking very fine indeed.
Is that a...
You'll die with a...
Is that a... That's the man... That's the man bun. Oh my God. It's a man bun. Oh my God. Can I... I'm gonna have to uninstall the game. Uninstall the game. Oh God. Why would they do that to me? You sicken me? You fucking bastards. When in France, you have to look like a ponce, I guess. Let's see here. Can I don't think I can change that haircut. I'm gonna be sick in my fucking custard. Is there any way of, hello? Take it back, please. Take it back. It's giving me, like, PTSD when you get a bad haircut as a child. Someone help me. What did they do? Casanova mode? Casa shite. What did they do to his hair? I didn't show inventory. There's got to be a way, right? Place. Weirdo. Weird pictos. Great. Pictos is unusable as it is. Tints. Guys, I don't know how to change this haircut. Show Gustav page. Okay, here we go. Whew. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was gonna die. I was gonna die. Oh my God. Can we change his haircut back? Please. Yes. Wardrobe. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. Thank God. It is called a bun. It's called a man bun. I thought I was gonna die for a second there. I actually thought I might have died. Whew. Hello? Yeah, don't send the ambulance. It's okay. So I hate man buns. We couldn't tell. It's kind of a running joke on the channel that I want to cut the man buns off every man's head. It works for certain people at work, you know, where their hair actually works with it, but not for the dumbass average white dude. Please no. Yes. If you are sporting a man bun right now, it's okay. You probably make it work. What I want to do is let's skip past the man buns and start getting into those amazing samurai ponytails. Now they're cool. This guy's rocking classic like French ponytail.
I like that you say when and not if.
You're expecting him to chat up your missus in his little goatee and wife beater tank top.
What can I say?
What can I say, huh?
Or an idiot.
Let's have a drink. That might have been Ben Starr. Kind of sounds like him. Music's awesome. Can I play this harp? The Irish do love the harp. It is the symbol of Hibernia, which is the old Latin name for Ireland.
Keep your sweat to yourself.
Older than Ireland itself.
Bring Gustav a glass of wine.
Yes, bring me.
Who exactly are you talking to? They
right?
cut service from the budget years ago.
Oh, the ultimate indignity. A farewell party.
Man's bun remains Ezio, the brave Italian. Did Ezio have a man bun? No way. Did he? Did he sneak one in there? I thought he had a really tidy little ponytail. Oh shit. Maybe you're right, Yuki. Maybe I'm, you know, blacking out that memory.
But yes, in fact.
Hey Dutch, how's it going? Hello, sir. How you been?
Be prepared, or was it? Always bring backup. Same difference.
Right.
Dude, we're like 2 hours in. I have not left the tutorial. Sounds about right for an RPG.
And prepared to die.
You're such an idiot.
Prepare to die.
Hey. We've got your Lumina converter, yeah? I believe. I'm ready for my Lumina.
I think we got all 3 tokens that we could have got there.
Yeah, well, we've only tested it here.
Nice.
Who knows what we'll make.
First episode, second game. Really? In Brotherhood, he had a man bun?
Don't worry, buddy.
Yeah, I suppose maybe the Italians, the South Americans, they can pull off man buns. I suppose it's the man bun that gets me is the horrible one on top, you know? Just absolute pretentious bastards.
Great.
Like a little lump of shit on their head. Hence why they're shitheads. Who's this lady here? How'd you look happy?
I wasn't sure if I should.
Lucy. That his sister?
You've been avoiding us. You didn't have to.
I heard Seba filled my spot.
Little.
Left.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a
What is
coward
with
for staying?
fucking conversations not passing by themselves?
Not
Last couple of
anymore.
games didn't do that.
Not all of us can change the world. Some of us can only change ourselves.
Oh. So people don't change at all?
Meaning what? Make yourself accept the unacceptable? Make believe that happiness is...
More like... rediscover. Happiness. One gomage left.
Yeah, what is a gomage?
Maybe contentment is the highest form.
Never
of
heard that word
happiness.
before.
It makes me sad to hear you talk like this.
Is anybody gonna go see Until Dawn?
Paintress stole so many things.
There's some nice movies out right now. Sinners is doing really well. I'm so happy. Looks
No,
amazing the
you
moment I saw it.
misunderstand.
That's all it takes is one
My
good trailer.
mind is where I can be
Everything else
free.
is just fluff.
She can't touch me there. This is my final act of defiance. Just like the expedition is yours.
Okay.
If you say so.
Just gonna almost go inside of her mind.
Just finished calibrating the Lumina converter.
The Lumina converter.
We can launch test.
Seems Lumina seems to be a type of currency as well.
Does Luna
Not sure why, but I always had a bad cough after coming back from the Netherlands the last 3 times. That's so odd.
Well, it's
Weird. Any particular reason right now?
You know her better.
Do you sample a bit of weed over there and you don't normally smoke it or anything like that?
She hates personal
Nothing
questions.
wrong with that. Maybe you do. Maybe you spend a bit of time in some cafes
You
or
were both
something.
apprenticed to her
It could be the type of pollen. It could be anything, dude.
Yeah.
You never know.
Let's just
99% of the illnesses or sicknesses we get from travel is from the aeroplanes. But try telling people that, you know. Might get sick 3 days into a holiday and not realize it was from the airplane. Because it's recycled air, we're all sucking in each other's breaths, basically. That's where you want to wear a mask, but you know, you can't wear a mask these days and you feel like a weirdo. Who is this? Loon. Hello, nurse. I love when ladies have the hair in front of the face like that. It's so mysterious.
Is that the final
You
spot?
just want to brush it past their ear.
It's amazing you triangulated Expedition Zero's landing site.
Theoretically.
So they're using the power of each of the expeditions to get a little bit closer each time.
7 years ago.
Oh, see, look, we were supposed to talk to these, and they gave us the answers to the quiz. See, Expedition 0, and then 67 years. That one sentence she said is 2 of the answers to the questions.
So much of the landscape has changed.
But we kind of figured it out anyway because it's just common sense.
Trust your calculations.
It's not meant to be rocket science. It's more
Thanks.
transcendental
It's a
science,
good
I think.
strategy, tracing
Pretty
the
cool.
steps.
The lungs are already fucked.
Expedition
Oh,
with
dude, I'm
innocent
sorry,
minds
man.
made it to the monoliths.
Look after yourself, won't you? The lungs are something you can't really get back, you know. My poor old father. That's what got him in the end. So look after yourself, won't you? Keep getting checkups and stuff. Might just be a predisposition or asthma or something, but just look after yourself. Everything else you can usually get a fix for or something, you know. But the lungs, unfortunately.
Assuming the records are correct, my
Yeah, keep an eye on them.
calculations are correct, that they left clear markers, that the road conditions haven't changed.
Arm looks weird. It does, doesn't it? It looks like some kind of a tattoo. Maybe she from all the science or something. We've seen that Gustav has lost his arm, so maybe that's what's happening to her. It could be a type of poison or disease from going into the expedition. What do you think? Like a Lumina poison. He has a whole robot arm.
Go away, Gustav.
Oh, she's not very nice, is she? Alright. Maybe there's a bit of history there. Look at all this yummy wine and bread and meat pies. Hello. Is this children?
We got something for you.
Cool stuff. What is it? A book? Fuck it. No, it's a diary. I want your book. Oh, it's stuck.
For
There
your
we go.
field notes. So
Aw.
when you come back, you can tell us everything.
The Wonky Tower.
They'll definitely want that for the museum.
Gustav's
The complete
apprentice.
record of the expedition that destroyed the Paintress.
Yep.
Oh, and if you find journals from the other expeditions, make sure you save them for us.
I shall faithfully record all our
That's
adventures.
nice.
Every
Very
stream
allergic to
and
pretty much
every
all
step.
grass pollens. Most tree pollen and most weed pollen. You poor devil, Jesus. So that's basically like 90% of the air. You poor and then it's like pollen season as well. Tree pollen is a devil. Oh my god, do you ever see those videos of people like they'd be shaking the trees and cutting it down and it leaves like a full cutout of pollen behind.
I can do that.
Wild.
And in return,
Most
do you
people see
solemnly
flowering
promise to
trees
take
and they're
care
like,
of the shield
it's
dome?
gorgeous. It only happens
Trusting
once
you
a
with the
year.
safety of Lumina.
But for most of the population, they see that and they're like, no, their sinuses literally get inflamed just thinking about it.
I promise.
Promise.
You know what the greatest remedy for allergies, outside of, you know, your inhalers and antihistamines, is to get yourself some of the local honey from the local bees. And whatever it is, they create the enzyme in the honey from that local pollen, and it works wonders. It literally is a homegrown 100% antihistamine, and it's yummy as well, and it has full of antioxidants as well. And honey never goes off. They recently opened up, I think it was something like fucking 300-year-old honey or something, and he scraped the top off it, and it was like new. It's like new.
Everything you taught us, Monsieur.
Yeah, the reason being is because with the local honey is from the local pollen, which is how you're getting that all the allergies, you know. So if you were to have a honey from somewhere else, it'd still be good for you, but it wouldn't have that antihistamine. The right pollen, the right antihistamine, the right honey for the job. Who's this lady? She seems a little apprehensive or nervous about something.
Hey, Gustav, your sister's here.
Oh, that's his sister. Sorry. So who was this other girl then? They all kind of speak to him on a personal level. It's hard not to think they're sisters. Immunization therapy still takes about 3 years for 2 pollen. Oh my lord. And it's about sticking through it, right? It's a long, long time. Most people probably give up before then. This game is just dripping in atmosphere. Let's talk to this little creepy child.
So many expeditioners.
Hello,
So
Jules.
cool.
Wouldn't have to be Jules Verne or anything, would you? Who is this? Who's up to give Jules the uniform? Oh, that was the uniform. Okay.
That's... You made that overnight, Dad. Damn. Now I feel stupid for fighting with him.
Yeah, that's you little punk.
You take it.
What?
I'm not sure I'll ever use it. Maybe I'll go blind like my father, or
Dang.
maybe another expedition will succeed.
Results acclimate. Yeah, possibly. You're right, Yuki. You didn't smoke anything. Yeah, no worries, no worries. No judgment here, you know. It's all good. Fortunately, this is not delivered. Apparently, the type of pollen at the time when I have with 10 severe allergies. Yeah, Jesus. So if you do that, you'd need like fucking 15 years, basically.
I want to support the expedition now.
But local honey, it does not work for me. I'm sorry, dude. Just said I'd throw it out there. Also tried other techniques such as medical taping. Nothing works. Also have rotate my antihistamine pills every 3 years because I start getting immune to the pills, right? So it stops. Gee, so it's just a constant battle. Jeez, dude, that must really take it out of you. I'm sorry. I suppose the only thing I can think of then to possibly help, and must help most, is like dry environments, desert environments, that type of stuff, maybe. For sure, you don't want to cut yourself off from the rest of the world because of allergies. Oh, a new outfit unlocked. We might wear that. That could be cool. Not going for the man bun though. Sorry, lads. Any man bun enjoyers out there? It's more about running jokes than anything. I don't really care. It doesn't actually personally affect me. Won't wear your hair. Where did the is it journal? Oh, where did the word? Oh, you have to go into Gustav. Okay, that was it. Gustav. We might not even use Gustav. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. That's my favorite color, actually, which is a kind of a crimson red or a wine, as people like to say. I like it. It's my favorite color. It's the color of the channel logo. Let's go talk to this sister. Say goodbye.
The chief counselor honors us with her presence.
We've done everything else we can here before the big push off.
Still
There will be an open world and places to look around. You saw we could also climb and use a grapple hook, so there's a nice bit of platforming to it too.
My brother's not usually a fool.
I've heard you say otherwise.
Yeah, called him a fool many times.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition.
Right.
It's vital for morale, but it's a bloodless guillotine is what it is.
A bloodless guillotine, I love that.
You should put that in your speech. Very motivating. They might just find a guillotine for you too.
No. Sit outside most of the time during spring and summer. That's a long time, you poor thing. Only times I can really go outside comfortably is in the winter or at high altitude. Right. Above the forests or meadows, right? Or like maybe dry cities and towns and that. Dark red, I called it. Okay, nice. Have you played some of this?
There are so many things you can control.
Sorry, I'm probably taking so long. Just yapping. I think you go off stream for a bit and then you have more to talk about and yap about.
You're doing great work, really. Getting things ready for the last generation. You've got it well in hand.
The last generation. The last attempt. No pressure. Everything's riding on this.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway. I barely see you.
Just take care of Mael, okay?
Oh, that's it, Mael.
Can't believe you're
I
letting
just
her go
I
with
read
you.
that as May so many times. Mael. It's even better.
Me? You're her guardian too. You stop her.
We're her guardians, not her jailer. She really wants off this island.
Don't
Yeah,
you
she's
need
obviously
speech
got
to
something else going on. We'll find over the course of the game.
You mean the one you so kindly wrote for me?
Just suggestions. I thought it might help you understand.
I do. Understand? I just... Anyway. Yeah, time for my speech.
Proceed to Emma's speech. This will include the festival. Expedition 13 will depart. 33 will depart. Let's go. I think we've done everything we can. Probably a few more people to talk to, but sure, look, we're here till Christmas. Alright. Oh my, what's that little chocolate tart or cute little candle on it, huh? Mmm, yummy. Chocolate traislage cake.
Expeditioners.
Much
The
paperwork.
Sword of Lumiere.
And I wear a mask when I go
We
outside on
honor
sunny
your
days. Yeah, there you go.
dedication.
People, we should be more accepting of it. We have to all wear them for
We do
3-4
not take
years.
for granted
Sunglasses are
You
pretty much
dedicate your
like
final
red
year
eyes
of
and the
life
sun and all.
to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere.
And stuff. But you're still kicking ass
Some
out
of
there
you
and
are
traveling
leaving
as
to
much as you
change
can.
the
Good on you.
world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe.
You'll find like the perfect city to settle down and
Some to protect
have
loved
a
ones.
more normal life. You not to suffer like that, dude.
Others to
That's terrible.
find meaning in our all too short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you.
Oh yeah.
When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you.
Let's go.
Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world,
This is sick.
unable to paint another death. Let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world
These are almost like our rivals now at this point.
watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth.
Bye. Look at that shit-eating grin on that lad. You think if it was the last expedition that everyone would go? Man, women and children. Cool ships, holy hell. Badass. Little piece of metal carved into a boat.
Expedition 33.
Whee! And title screen. Yep. Oh, I've played enough games now, I know them all too well. There we go. Off ski. Change the difficulty mode at any time. What you trying to say? Yeah, so I changed some of the camera settings so it wouldn't be moving too much because I get motion sick. But now it appears to show up every time battle starts, so I might have to switch it. Land home. Oh man, look at that symbol on the front of the boat. Is even the two melting Eiffel Towers intersecting, touching tips. Who will be the first team? Okay, look like Chris Pine. First team to die. Are they going straight for the Paintress? Seems odd. That was more of a massive kind of a, you know, world-defining adventure. I assume that's what they're going to do, and they'll be the first to wipe down. Who's this? It's one of the old expeditions. Jeez, it's creepy as shit. I like that. It's the sound of his cane. It's like a heartbeat. Or a death knell.
Get ready.
Why have you come? Whoa. Yeah, she's cool. Damn. Why does he look like Gustav or old? Come on now.
You're
old. How did you survive the Gommage? Which expedition are you from?
Whoa. Run! I think he just chopped off his head. Holy shit, he did! Oh my god. Damn. He wasn't using it anyway. Jesus. I'm assuming he's from Zero or something. He's probably been working with the Paintress. A traitor in our midst. You will die in time. I have to go sleepy, I fell over. It's okay, Gustav. What happened to me now? Fuck this, I'm out. Get back on the ship. This stuff sucks. And you try and get a Switch 2 pre-order.
It's not following.
I can't see. Dutch, you're probably not getting a Switch 2 pre-order, are you? Fucking burn Nintendo to the ground.
Regroup at the rally point.
Yes, my Switch 2 pre-order will be on an emulator. What is that? Whoa! Yeah. Eaten by some ghost monster thing. Damn. Not Loon as well. Hello there. Friends? Bus wanker? Look at that cut on his forehead. It looks so good. Like a road rash. Oh! Miyazaki? Whoa, you just saved our life, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Justice Smith. Sorry. Oh, never mind. Damn. I do think Alan looks like Gustav. Hello? Hand? Please don't fucking kill me. Oh dear. They were all wearing... Jesus. We did? All wearing some nasty cologne. That's what it was. Act 1. You fucked. Oh, Gustav. So maybe the others will be about other characters. Press F. F. Always F. 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 It was interesting at some point I had to take 1 gram of fexofenadine to any kind of effect. The maximum dose is 180. Whoa. Jesus, dude. It's almost like fucking 8 times, 10 times. Wow. Does that have any side effects or drowsiness or anything? He's alright, everybody. To find out how he got that sick looking arm. There's a little fucking moth in here or something. They're bastards. We don't really mess with mothballs over here much, but we should. I've been saying for years that parts of my clothes keep getting little holes in them. Everyone's like, oh, it's just weak thread. Or it's like your belt keeps rubbing off it. I'm like, no, they're little holes, like a caterpillar eating a leaf. Fucking moths. Nothing you can do about them. They're so annoying. Kind of invasive, but annoying. Steroidal medication, though. Hopefully it starts to help you get good rhythm going. I wish they could find the exact part of the nasal cavity or the throat or something. Do a little operation. I know a lot of people get little polyps and things removed from their nose and their throat to help with asthma and breathing, but it's allergies or allergies. Remember there used to be things they would do for allergies. It was a type of conditioning. It was basically exposing yourself to what caused your allergy over and over until you would kind of basically build up an immunity to it. Damn! How's the man bun now? This is gorgeous. Alright, off we go. We must find our friend. I think everyone else is dead. Expedition 33 has all but been a disaster, a failure. Whee! There's a jump button. Last 3 games I played have no jump buttons. It's just nice to be able to jump again. Jump around. Gorgeous. Kind of looks like where Art goes to die. Chroma elixir to recover health without interrupting exploration. Okay. Expedition status, the name of the current area, current objective, bindings for exploration. Free aim, strike. Okay, I can actually shoot out here. Also the current health. Amount of chroma elixirs. Okay. Chroma elixirs. Yep. Hold to use one. Really wants me to use one now, so I guess we'll do it. Can't get out of the menu otherwise. Look for survivors in the Indigo Tree and Spring Meadows. Nice. Free aim. Free aim what? Strike. Jump. No, none of those things work. Let's see, maybe they will later on. It'll be interesting to see, so I'm already doing that, how we interact with the turn-based battles. Will it be out in the open? Will enemies like run into you and then it loads the battle? We'll see. If the game does it different, will it be like a field thing? We'll have to figure it out. Nice, we don't often get Western style turn-based RPGs. They're afraid they're shite. Can't quite get it right. Which is nice for the French to throw their beret in there and throw their hat again. Hello! Definitely not friendly. Wakey wakey! Eggs and bacon. Time for a little construct fight. What is that? That's cool! You are, yeah. You are, yeah. Alright. There we go. At least we got our answer there. More classic style where it loads the battlefield. So, dude, free aim. Flying enemies as well as target enemies at weak point. Try to aim. And how do you know it's the weak point? 1 AP. Lancier's weak point. Guessing it's the head. How do you know it's the weak point though? Does it signify any other way now? Just have to guess what the weak point is? No? I guess it's the head, right? That really hurt, Charlie! I know it did. Oh look, it doesn't cost you a turn. Interesting. That is fucking broken. Wow, what you got, boy? Perfect parry with the counterattack, and he's dead. It's easy as that. Nice! Wow. Untouchable. This fucking moth is wrecking the buzz. So distracting. Are you okay? Oh no. My Roomba. I destroyed my Roomba by accident. Ah, fuck it. It wasn't cleaning up properly anyway. I just kept bumping into the wall and sucking up the cat's tail. I got confused and I started dancing on the Roomba. I thought it was Zumba. I got confused. Zumba Roomba. Come here, you little nap bastard. Fucking piece of shit blade back fucker. Makes you look crazy because you guys can't see it. So annoying. There's always one little shit in. Because you know, we live in a world where it's like, open your windows, open this up, you want this and that. And then the bastards get in because there's so much mold everywhere. That's a lot of blood right there. But it ain't mine. Save in progress. Use grapple. I'll do no such thing. I'm gonna hop down there. You can't stop me. Whee. Somebody made these grapples. I love it. It's almost like where, you know, all these sculptors and artists and painters, they basically have this stuff thrown away. Looks gorgeous. Between this and Hogwarts and the upcoming Fable, to me that's more the direction I want the graphics to go. They're still fantastical in nature, but yeah, kind of realistic. Same with the Plague Tale games as well. Sony go a little bit too far with theirs, focusing the wrong thing. I don't care how Kratos and Atreus looks if I'm riding around on a yak for 2 hours and fucking morons. How hard is it to get God of War right? Apparently, very hard. Suck my balls, Ragnarok. You screwed up our entire franchise. Damn, look at this. Wars have been fought. All of these expedition members. Jesus. Would be an RPG if we weren't fighting something that was an instant kill. You think they're okay? Speak to me. What if they're like different versions of us all dead or something? I like that kind of stuff. Playing Silent Hill too much. So a nice little nod to Resident Evil 9. Basically a new kind of thank you for, what was it, like 20 million souls or something of Resident Evil 4. But they used the signpost. If you turn the signpost on the side, you get the Roman numeral 9 which is IX. But yeah, they should show off that during the summer. As far as I've been told, we're meant to be getting Code Veronica first. 9 is still years away because they keep switching it around and changing around. So Resident Evil 8 was actually supposed to be a new branching path, or Revelations 3. They restructure it. That's why it weirdly ends Ethan's story out of nowhere, and it's like, what the hell is going on? Everyone's like, why is there vampires and stuff and werewolves? Yeah. Ah. Oh god. Isn't that one of the girls? Holy shit, is that like absorbing? Ew, it is. Look, they're feeding off of them. Suspended blood, but you can see it's feeding something. Maybe the paintress is painting with blood and souls. No, don't lie down and die. Get up. Jesus, yeah, wasn't that one of the girls? Oh god, she's still alive. Dude, her eyes. Is that the girl with the scars? What's he doing? Oh god, he's gonna do himself in. No, this isn't Persona. It's a nice, cool gun though. Don't do it. Your task is not over yet. Come on. You've just begun. Don't give up, you little pussy.
You do that, we both die.
Yeah, I think she's right there beside him. Luna. Oh. We both die. How come?
Hey.
Ooh, that's so good.
Fucking hell.
His eye.
Wake up, Gustav.
Twitchy.
No name. The others.
Illusion.
I know.
Old JRPG was game Grotesque Tactics.
We're the
Similar
only ones
topics,
left.
raid, travel. Okay, I never heard of
You don't get
Grotesque
to die.
Tactics.
It's just a matter of time before we...
Dude, the rain here has been scary, just pummeling down. Grotesque Tactics, Evil Heroes. I don't remember that one, too. That's 2011, okay, I was thinking
When
like...
one falls, we continue.
You know, 97 or 2003 or something.
Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucian,
Nevron.
I
This
could...
is not the place.
Yeah, what? Whoa!
The Lumina converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions.
She gonna fight that thing? She's a badass. She is a badass. I like the parry already. We'll see how it goes. You can turn the parry and dodge into automatic wins if you want. Interesting. Alright, let's go. Yeah, look at that. It says camera movement is disabled. I might have to turn that off. That's going to be annoying if it's going to keep coming up. What does she get into? Deal more damage. Oh, you know what? I should have, boom. Should have got him with the other. What have you got, Mrs.? Stains, huh? She's gonna get some stains on it. Skills consume specific stains. Okay. Ice, fire, lightning, earth, and light. Light stains can be consumed in place of any other stain. Nice. Abstains. Very typical elements there. Ice and fire, lightning and earth. All probably against each other, you know. Cycle between the different elements to get the most out of her skills. Okay. How do I cycle through the elements? Starting skills are ice and immolation. Fire and ice. Medium single target ice damage that slows the target on one hit. Consumes that green thing to deal extra damage. Elemental affinities. Took more damage from the ice lance. Resistance, nullify, and absorb. You didn't like it. Courtier attacks the expedition. Slow. Alright, lot of stuff going on right now. Just yeah. Wow. They both counterattack? Wow. If I parry for both of them. Wait, I think we can shoot him in the ding ding. 420! 420! Alright. He's fucking dead, mate. Can't survive that. He's fucking dead. I don't think you can perfect hit on a normal attack. Makes sense. You can see him in a stain in me pants. Light stains. Yeah, is it a light stain or a heavy stain? Because you end up getting these horrible soccer moms coming in here. Is that what that thing is? Aluminum converter. You see it floating beside her like a drone. That's pretty cool. Alright. Immolation. But I don't think he likes immolation. He's dead, but he doesn't want to die because they have to teach us the fucking tutorial. Now he dead. There you go. Did you kill him before the tutorial could tell you what to do? Last. Gain 1 AP on perfect dodge once per turn. Battle loot dodger. Okay, this is fantastic. I hope people play this. Like Game Pass calling out to you.
We did it, Gustav.
You got Doom coming up. You got
your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we?
possibly like a nice little Activision. All the Activision Blizzard. Spider-Man, Transformers, and Call of Duty's coming as well, hopefully. I don't remember that one. That's cool. You've kind of brought up something nice. For me, like old tactical RPGs, I was talking about like Ark the Lad, and obviously Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre. That's about it for me. It's not my favorite genre, mainly because I didn't enjoy grid-based movement system, where it was kind of like I was taking more time selecting the movement than actually fighting. So that can set me back. Like now, I do like them if they grab me, you know. But so, okay, yeah, Pictos. Yeah, we saw that passive quest called Lumina. Each character can learn Lumina is associated with Pictos. Alright, just fancy names for accessories and things like that, you know. Don't feel scared or anything or put off. It's all good. Boop. Boop. I like Luna. I think she may have been in, possibly. I don't know how long she's going to survive, though. She might have been with him for a while. We've got our mage already. Good. Nice. Oh my. There's our Pictos down the bottom. Immolation, right? Dodger. Important pieces of equipment. Shown here. Okay, 3 each. Possible to sort the list of Pictos by using sorting options. Whoa. When in 4 battles with a Picto increased, it will be mastered. Each Picto has a unique passive effect called Lumina. Okay. Yeah. 1 AP on perfect dodge. Okay. Well, I'm already liking the parry more, but we'll see how that goes. There may be moves that you can only dodge. No doubt. What have you got? Oh, they can both equip them? No, I was thinking that. Didn't we not get a Lumina from one of the side quests? Remember? It was called like Strange Picto or something? No? Anybody? What's these 3 little potions down there? I got to know what that is. Removed from party. Fuck off. Loon and Gustav. Alright. Let's keep on going. How many have died here? I know they send a lot of expeditions. Jesus. Jesus Christ. So we finished off first Berserker Kazan. So it was like one of the harder ones for sure. In the end, I think we were doing like around 250,000 HP or something. It's crazy. We didn't get a perfect ending, but I think you might have needed a second playthrough for that anyway. But we did fantastic. Didn't take us too long at all. Once we fought the dragon, it broke the rest of the game. The last like 4 bosses we finished in three or so goes. It's gorgeous. So far I don't have the brightness up too high. I always put it up a little bit for y'all. I should do that on the filter side of OBS instead of maybe in game. I don't know. It's hard to know. I think if I change it on the capture card, it actually affects my monitor, because if you're just playing a game normally, it's how the game's meant to be presented, but once you plug in the capture card, what's going to your TV is also what's going to OBS. And it's just down to different TVs and monitors. She got no shoes on. That's the fucking shoes I love. No one wants to see those beef eaters. Is it a save point? Is it expedition flag? Allow you to heal, recharge items. Yeah, the usual. And attribute points. Cool. Oops. Rest, upgrade, attributes. Should be up. Yeah, we don't know how long we're gonna keep these characters, are we? Vitality, C and D. Luck. So is that a type of way of leveling up, like adaptability or something? Shall see. Does it affect his weapon, you know? 18 plus 32. Doesn't seem to affect it there. Agility, speed. Make the character play more often. Ooh. Defense. None of them have any defense. Maybe you need looking clothes or something. Critical rate. Classic. Classic. 50% more damage. Alright. I don't know if I want to put any into Luna yet. Let's see. Is she a permanent member of the party? I don't know. Maybe she has her own points, does she? Oh, she does. Okay. Well then, we don't need to worry about Luna, do we? Yeah, this you know, letter grading beside the weapon makes me think it might be, you know, like how a Souls-likes would do it, where you would have certain, you know, certain attributes, certain points would affect, level up your weapon accordingly. Speed. It's got a little bit of speed from, I wonder what that symbol is. It might be from the Luminaire, or the Picto I gave her. Might. She's magic, so what affects magic? All damage dealt. Okay, well then there you go. Don't have to worry so much. That's good. Sometimes it's better to do that. Have it just underneath one giant encompassing thing. So as not to worry the player. Oh, look at this. Learn skills. Cool. Luminaire Assault. And then how does this work? I should have saved some for that, should I? Powerful. Plays powerful to 1 to 3 allies. Deals low damage per hit. I should have saved some, shouldn't I? Shatter recovery. Sorry. Sign skill. Ice lance. Healing light. Yeah, I should have done that. Whoopsie. Didn't quite tell me that, did they? The attribute points and your skill points are one and the same. As far as I can see. I still don't want those being down there though. Alright, cool. Some of the black on gold color motif unfortunately reminds me of Forspoken, which is a game that should not be spoken about at all. Anyway, you can't deny that, right? But that's, you know, it's just a color palette. That's exactly where the comparison stops. Whoa, she fucking... Dude, she fucking flies when she sprints. That's so cool. I love the animation of it. Flying Naruto run. Alright, first strike. You gain the advantage. Holy shizer, that was cool. Alright, off we go. Nice. A little bit of a load time between them, but it's not like Final Fantasy 9 style. Okay. I guess it just behooves us to always shoot them in the weak point first, huh? I think so. And we focus on one at a time, of course. Or she can just flame on as well, can't she? Definitely not worth that. How do I change between Ice Lance and all that? Damn, kicked him to the face and killed him. Lovely parry there with a counter attack. Easy clap, as a matter of fact. Can I move over to him? No, she gets to go first. Okay. He's already dead. Au revoir. Okay, good. Very simple stuff. No damage, extra 20% XP for doing that. And we got something called La Sirene. A new weapon, possibly. Power 52. It's only for him. That was really cool. I like to put her little hands behind it. Besides being like a bit bitchy, seems like a cool character. Oh, I just saw that when they level up, does not increase their health with it. Health does level up, but they're left a little bit wanting. That's a huge power increase. That looks fantastic. It's dual wield as well. Vitality C, agility D. Element does not seem to have one. I think it just means physical element. And she's just chilling. She cool, man. This is really cool. Forspoken equals Forgotten. I know, I know. Would you believe I bought that game like twice? Like a tenner a pop. Still didn't stream it. I wanted to give it a fair shake, but just can't stand the dialogue. I'd have to mute it. Cannot stand it. It's so stupid. It's forced modernization. It's like a soccer mom trying to write what a teenager. Hi, fellow children, you know. Nothing to do with the voice actress. Nothing to do with the color of anybody's skin or any of that crap that people always seem to, you know, think it is. No, it's just shit. Bad writing, bad dialogue. Modern Marvel writing. Horrible. The dumb guffaw theater goers shoving popcorn down their gullets. Like, ha ha, look, Tom Holland made a joke. Ha ha. It's like that stupid friend of Spider-Man in those movies. I know why his name is Gusto or Gusta. Just annoying little shit. Now it turns out the guy who plays Flash Gordon, the actor, is a bit of a dunce in real life, and his own girlfriend or ex-girlfriend was like, yeah, he's like that in real life. What's this critical burn? Can I equip that? Yeah, increased critical chance on burning enemies. Well, maybe I'll give it to him, right? Because she would burn them, and then he would follow up with the attack, huh? Yes. Why would I ever dodge when I can do a critical counter-attack on a perfect parry? Hello, have you met me? Yes. Trust me, as much as I fight and argue with parry systems, once I master them, just for real, shit's bananas. Nice. These guys are easy with an easy weakness, but clearly that's going to step it up. I probably should have played this on a higher difficulty. I might have to change that camera thing that's going to keep popping up. It's annoying. It's like, remember this choice you made? You did a bad thing. Like, no, I'm sorry. Wow, look at that differential. That was a full upgrade in damage. So gold or yellow damage numbers are a little bit are critical. A little bit late on that one. As I talk about perfect parrying, I fuck it up. Alright, let's try this out. So immolation, send the dude on fire. And now we get 20% more damage on those that are on fire. So this should wipe this guy out. Potentially. No, almost. No? Oh, the burn killed him after the fact. Not bad. Good. Yeah, we just got off first Kazan with a very tidy parry system. This one has a much wider window to help the player. But also, it's kind of like you're gonna have to get used to it. Sort of a baby mode parry. Not in a bad way, more just like we gotta facilitate for the mouth droolers, the slow heads, the dead heads, whatever you call it.
A house?
Everyone has to play. Ooh, something purple.
We can use that.
Chroma Catalyst can be used to camp to upgrade weapons to level 3. Sheesh, already? I one I just got. I wonder if it was on purpose. Very beautiful.
The indigo tree is not too far from here.
Yeah, a lot of blacks and golds kind of go with the Art Deco style. It's just the flag. No, that was cool. So unfortunately, when the game, it's, you know, relatively panned and shit, uses these beautiful colors, fucks it up. Like normally you think black and gold, you think like the Great Gatsby and things like that. You know, that is what it is. You can't win them all, that's for sure. And just as the deep purple, dark purple color is now associated with DEI, which is extremely annoying because it's a lovely color. It's deep.
Here we are.
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
The continent.
You're
incontinent.
How dare you?
An advantage.
Energy tint. Okay, we're picking up a lot of things with wordages and stuff. Can we break some of these? Shabam! She can do her spell stuff and I can't.
What?
Gotta say the audio design in this is exceptional. Dialogue is a little muted, but unfortunately that's half of the industry. Don't understand it. That's a weird lighting changeover. Could be a little bit more slick with that. I suppose I am sprinting. Hard to hide the tricks behind video games when you're me. I break things. Ah, this is beautiful. Jesus. 30 people made this game. 30. Ubisoft 1300 couldn't make this game. The only reason I keep bringing up Ubisoft because there are probably some ex-members because it's Montpellier and yeah, stick it to Ubisoft. Why not? I do it out of love for them to change their horrible ways. But, yeah. Seeing is believing. Gorgeous. Alright, more attacks. Let's go. This is my kind of game. Alright, fuck off with the accessibility shit. Okay, that's happy south already. This shit's 2 weeks.
Ice.
Get ready.
Ooh! Definitely dodge there. You could see you're doing a little thing. Maybe I was meant to. What's the difference? Yeah. You're too good with the parry, and then they want you to be a bit, almost a little bit late on it.
You can use that.
Different colors or something. Definitely need some heals, don't we? Increasing the damage they deal for 3 turns. Give 0 to 2 charges. Okay. Make her a little healer. Music's got a little near thing to it. Alright, let's see what they were saying about weapons or something. Fast travel. Oh. No, the skill points are separate to the attribute points? Didn't seem that way a minute ago. Maybe it's just bad timing. Attack power. Okay. It's cool, yeah, music's such a touch of it. Yeah, it's lovely. Playing but it's laughing and stopped. Right, exactly. Fight Golem, yeah. What did it say about the camp or something? Maybe camp is separate to these flags. It's that one beside it, I wonder. Spring Meadows. Does it reset the enemies? It do, though. It do. That's good. Means you could possibly scam them a little bit and grind them. Pop it up, we still got first strike because he was angry at us. A little bit less than last time. He's burning. Golly. Or did she say dodge that time? I think there is little things that you can do. Have to counter in. I learned to counter in the fact that the parry has a little animation to it. Nice bit of exploration, as I was saying. Nothing too, extravagant or anything. There will be an open world map too. These are just more sections. There'll be an open world map. They've gone for kind of a new twist on an old way of doing it, which is sort of like, you're sort of like a bigger person moving across the map. Jesus! Little issue there, transition to cutscene. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it has such a JRPG vibe to it. Good on them. Clearly massive fans. A little petal shattering is almost close. Oh! Quickly attacks. It's not very nice. Nice, she just one-shot him on the way back. Get loud! Flying enemies evade most damage. Shooting is more effective against these. Try to shoot at the bullets there. Then you just give up her turn, or? No, still hit him and kill him. Okay. Not too sure about that one. Critical burn. Oh, she's all covered in blood now. Dang, where's the blood coming from? Uh-oh. You don't think these constructs and people are secretly our friends at the expedition or something, maybe? Why would be blood coming off construct? Who's this guy? So pretty. Look at the game, looks good on screen.
These blue trees.
Something's disrupting the chroma around here. Be careful.
Lots of places to go. Yeah, it goes mad on the vibration of the grapple. I suppose it wants to alert the player, so I'll give them that. Can't lie, it's actually cool to fly around this room. Flying reminds me a little bit of a Child of Light. Up we go.
Someone came here before and set up these handholds.
Freaking out the camera, whatever's going on.
Expedition 69. The Climbers Expedition.
Let us thank them for that.
69! Nice. Whoa, he looks like a baddie. With the way the screen with the little vignette. Oh, does she know them? Cool. I think they pulled a bit of the town into it. Jar. Weepy mumble. Aww. Friend, you trapped here? Are you mourning? Careful. No,
Something's wrong with it.
Yeah, look at it. It's all kind of
Why isn't it
white,
attacking us?
like it's bleached.
Well, it's certainly a
Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Borderland. What's that? Is that a
An expedition journal.
81.
81.
Good lord. Maybe multiple go every year. Maybe it's just not one per year. Jeez.
Learn from the ones who came before.
Yep.
And lay the trail for the ones who come after.
We can't do that anymore because we're the last expedition. There we go.
Expedition
81.
81, Lene. Huge discovery. This is the first Nevron with whom we've been able to communicate. It seems stuck in this cave.
Nevron.
Griblar is, as usual, deeply suspicious, but this could change our entire understanding of Nevrons and the Paintress.
And they were attacked. She was going to say, Paintress. These Nevrons are these constructs, I think. This one might be friendly or sad or something. What's up, little buddy?
They communicated with a Nevron.
He looks like he's missing his head. What happened?
Chroma stays inside their bodies.
On the beach, some did disappear.
He wasn't a Nevron.
We'll have Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Something
I am
about the way Nevrons kill.
extremely excited for that one, but cautiously excited. Does that make any
Perhaps
sense?
your friend here can enlighten us.
First game was a trip, head trip. But I bend the game to my will and it made it fantastic. It was no longer an Amazon delivery game. It was actually secretly Metal Gear Solid with fucking Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus is going to be in the new Ballerinas John Wick spin-off. Could be cool.
Did you kill these people?
Yeah, I would never plunge others into darkness. I was painted to bring light. Ooh. But he's making like roars and noises and wind noises. But they can somehow understand him.
By the Paintress?
Oh, look, there might have been a time when the Paintress was, yeah, she painted me, helped me find light. Maybe she wants help. Cry for help from the Paintress.
If we bring it light, perhaps we can learn more.
Just come. Pain standing. You're right. I have a pain standing. Oh, it was not number 1. It's 81. That's my spot there. Journal from the previous. It's like a little side quest or something. Looks like you tried to stab him. Or maybe he's holding up the building and crushing him. You have to bring him light. How does that work, little buddy? Your light, oh mistress, I sit in darkness awaiting your light. You mean the Paintress? What does she want to do? She marked the path that we must walk, but here I sit in darkness. Without light I cannot follow her. Follow where? What kind of light? A pure light. I must bring forth a flame that lights the path forward. Something flammable then. Shine. I need to shine. Can she not set it on fire? So this is a torch she's holding. Giant lantern. Shine. I need to shine. Need to bring the light. Without light I cannot follow where she leads. Something flammable could probably do the trick. This lady can literally conjure fire with her hands. Maybe I can shoot it. Ah! Is it working? No, but it looks usable. You see that? Maybe I have to change my spell or something. Can I do that? No. She's shooting ice when she should be shooting fire. Can I change that? Oh, hold on. Set it there. Edit weapon. Oh, look, element fire. Hey. Should be shooting fire. We'll figure it out. It's probably an item we need. Probably an item. We'll rest here so that we can fast travel when we do find the item. More of this too. So he's getting points all there. Let's let those build up. Attributes again. I suppose we're leveling up fast because it's the start of the game. Seems to be no point hoarding these. Whoa! The hell pose was he doing? It's down here somewhere. Ah, so pretty.
Survivors!
Hurry!
You think so? Or is it a trap?
This will be useful.
Burning shots. Oh, that'll be good for him as well. 20% chance of burning people. Alright. The UI could be a little bit friendlier, but sure look. There we go. Oh no, it is. Okay, I can go from here, can I? Boop! It's this little thing down here. Know what it is, but get it! It's resistant though. Resistant to damage. Ah, a little bit too early there. Earth magic, huh? New weapon? Look at that thing. It's like the Soul Reaver blade or something. No, level 4, level 10. I can't equip it at all, then, can I? I can. But the little spells don't open. Level 20, huh? Wonder what the level max is.
This will be useful.
Lumina point. Is that like a skill point? I'm loving this already, man. It's lovely. It's engaging. Good stuff. Then we do more damage on burnt characters, right? Oh, he fucking died. Oh, because he's a flyer. Right. See? Almost completely. Finish him! Nice. Perfect. Plus 20% down. Dang! Yeah, I probably should turn the difficulty up. I just left it on the challenge one. Or whatever. There's only one difficulty, huh? It's literally like being in a dream. Reminds me of playing like Lost Odyssey and things like that for the first time. Wonder does positioning matter? Oh, see, I think I didn't really tell me. I think I need, for the red ones, I think I need to dodge. Just said dodge, Gustav. I'm grateful for that. We'll have to see. Maybe the red attacks you can't dodge.
Interesting.
Revive tint. Probably let you revive somebody. Oh, they're not getting this?
We could light something with this.
Aha! A flammable material. Looks like we're going into a 70. Whoa! Scared the shite out of me. Just appeared out of nowhere. Let's go back and light our friends' stuff up. You wanna die, clown? Yeah, it does remind me of Final Fantasy X so much. And it's not a bad thing. Hell no. Excuse me? Yo.
Let us stain them.
Yeah, I thought I could finish him off that way. Whoops! We're supposed to go for the little guy.
I'm ready.
Got him! Counterattack. See ya! Alright, little one. Oh, he died to burn or something. No damage. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, if I'm beating these without getting hit off, that'll be a sign I need to turn up the difficulty. Oh, music and battles feels influence near. Yeah, Drakengard. Yeah, for sure. Wonderful. I try to talk to people about Drakengard, but I think it's just too crazy for them, you know? You wouldn't have Nier without Drakengard. I think Nier's only as big as it is. It's a wonderful game, but can't deny the booty, the 2B booty. Talk to half of the cosplayers who dress up as 2B. Who've never played the game. You just know that it's a Gunner's paradise. Such is the way. Alright. Need something to shine. Did you bring the shine? I did. Give resin. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Gone are the days when I wandered in darkness. Soon I shall rise. Oh, he's so cute. Is it gonna light his head on fire or something? He's like a lighter. Light! Help me shine. Make me complete. A very precise shot, perhaps? Yes, very, very. I was trying to do that already. Boom! That's pretty lit, bro. Oh, this light. Long have I waited this light. I must join the others. Lead me, mistress. For the future shrouded in darkness. You have to tell us more. Will please, mistress. Capture the light. Ah, my light only caught a glimpse. What was that about? Present must have burnt out. How unfortunate. I am sure now I can reach her. I felt my mistress guiding me. I could almost hear her. I must have more light to understand what she asked of me. Shine! I must shine once more.
What did it mean by light? Let's keep an eye out for other Nevrons like this one.
Yeah.
We might learn something.
He gave me something, a healing tint or something. We can attack him. That's pretty messed up. I don't want to do that. Now, what are we getting here? We're picking up all these little revive and all this. All these tints. Here we go. Chroma Kama. Yeah, use the camp to upgrade weapon. What camp? We got other stuff too. Where is it? Is it just in inventory? No, it's in there. Maybe in wardrobe? I got something called healing tint. Fall on your knees. What is healing? Where was that healing tint I got? I don't even see it. It was a revive tint, no healing tint. Where are they? So saying the UI could be a little bit. Yeah, see, there's tints. I don't see it here anywhere. We got a healing tint and revive tint, remember? Not in my inventory whatsoever. I'm missing something. Maybe the game has to give us a tutorial first, I don't know. Maybe it's those things down the bottom, they just didn't explain them very well. The healing tints down there. 1 out of 2. Revive tint. And then some blue one. Maybe that's what those are. Didn't explain those very well. Basically, consumables that you can use along the way. Maybe. Need healing, yeah. I do. Should get our first little boss soon enough. No defense. So I suppose depending. 2 and 2. Okay. What can we get from him? Recovers 50% health. 6 risk when high lightning damage to all enemies. Cast break. Target's broken by the hit. Damn. Strike storm. Oh, these are all locked until the story. She used a lot of her stuff unlocked. Fire hell, and I'm missing earth. Must be ice down there too. Revitalization. Yeah, the music is god tier. Definitely makes you think of Nier. Nier is a wonderful series. Drakengard is great too. People get turned off because it's a little bit of a Musa. You know, you're fighting thousands of enemies, but you're riding a dragon while doing it. It's amazing. I love those games. The story is absolutely batshit insane. There's no doubt about it. Crazy child gods and things like that, you know. I came this way. I must be the right way to go, but I hope I didn't miss anything. Like, what's over there? Who knows? I don't think we have access to a map or traditional one yet, but there, as I said, there is a open world. Alright, we find any more, we'll bring them back to you. It's a gorgeous game. It's like being inside of a dream. It's over here. I don't think we went this way either. Yeah, this is amazing. Like with this and Oblivion and oh man, there's so many games.
This will be useful.
Dead Energy 2. 3 AP on killing an enemy. That's fantastic. I just love that these, like Baldur's Gate 3 did great as well. I love that we're in a stage where these series can flourish again. Wonder if you level, you level them up, will it help the others? Alright, I grew over here before. I thought these were meant to be more healers, but green I think is earth, not healed. Bam bam bam. So what does that do? A little less faster. No. God only knows. Shabonk.
Ready to evade.
That was a perfect parry. You seen her move? Yep. It's gonna take a little while to get used to that timing, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. He one-shot him. Can we go down here? I'd say they're probably the same stamina speed or sprinting speed. Yeah, we did, okay. But it just looks slicker when she's flying around like this. Oh, she's got no shoes on though. Put some shoes on, look. Yeah, this smells like a little first boss area. If I ever saw one. So be it. So be it. Hello? Yeah, here we go. Sit and pay attention. I haven't even found Mael yet. Oh, speak of it. No, who's this? Leo. Oh my fucking god. Got the same haircut as you, that's embarrassing. Jesus. Looks like a summoner. Hello?
Fuck. It's big.
Fuck, it's big. That's what she said. Alright, let's go. Oh fuck, it's big. I ain't scared of you. Nevron live young. I ain't scared of nothing. Scared of that accessibility option that keeps showing up. Alright, cast a spell to begin with.
Get ready. Get ready.
Bollocks! Shields. Now shields. Check them. Each shield completely blocks one hit. Why yada? Okay, we gotta find out what he is weak against. I like them apples. Oh, he didn't like that, so... At least they're pretty damn forgiving. He feels threatened, he's gonna call in some friends. Don't I do more damage to those that are attacked? Bad. Damn, look at that burn damage. Summons minions, yeah, I could see that going. Alright. You can burn away in the background. Yes, well, we take on your minions. You can see the animation of him moving. So it looks like the window is dirty. I went to 70 and then nothing. Yes! The burn got him. Oh! Oh! I saw this came back for a second, did it not? Mm-hmm. 5 hits. I don't ever see those 5 hits. Am I doing something wrong? Oh my god! Building up chroma. Did I heal now? Jeez! Stun. Brent's character from playing. Who's stunned? Damn. Can you defend? I fucking pressed it, man. That's so lousy. Yeah. Yeah, the parry timing is a bit lackluster. It's either too weak and you're just getting away with it for the kiddies at home. We're screwed now. We have to take it. Ah, man, we did so much damage. Unleashes its full power. I don't get it. I'm fucking parrying. Can you not parry? There you go. There's a problem with the fucking animation, I think. It's the same timing every time. Ah! Yeah, they probably shouldn't put a parry in the game at all. It's like a super dodge or super jump or whatever it's called. Ah! It's the same timing every time, but yet it affects it differently apparently. Bop, 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 pressing it, you know, on the fucking third one. It's not that fucking hard, but apparently it's a different timing each time. My ass. Ah. Dude, we had broke him. He was gone into the final thing. Now, for some reason, it didn't say why, but I was getting stunned or something. Same timing, it's just not working. Now, it could be just shitty controllers over and over again. This is my life. They're like, why when I press button not work? Just the way it is, I guess. Ah. Nice. More frustrating because you don't know what you're doing wrong when you're using the same timing, you know. 69. So I think when I pushed him into the final little bit that he had, he basically was like, thanks more than anything. I told you! It's the fucking controller. It has to be. I can't win, boys and girls. Fucking DCs when I'm trying to play. Yeah. Great job! Having horrific fucking controller issues the last couple of days. Oh yeah. All of them across the board over multiple fucking things. I think it's just that time of the month. Your console has like a little period. It's like, I'm not working. Alright, time for some babies. You get to cast a spell as well. I don't know, man. I'm starting to lose the fucking will. The will! I'm starting to fucking lose it. Pressing the button and she might as well not. Yeah. Underground, overground bullshit. Dude, from 70 something to 11 just seems like a really bad trade-off. What am I doing wrong, game? Like, teach me. You'd swear I was just standing there and doing nothing. I'm not. I'm pressing the fucking button. Whatever. Whatever. Now I'm trying to do it early because that's what the game seems to want, and it's not. It's not what the game wants, though. Yeah, boring, boring, boring. Boring, boring, boring. Not listening to the player's inputs. It's probably like rhythm based or something. How are you supposed to like see what's underneath the ground when the last spell is in the way? I'm ready. Just gonna keep doing spells. It's all fucked up. Is there a way of restarting? Why can't games like get to that point? There we go. Turn, load pre-saves. When was that? Might be there. Let's do that. There we go. Why can't you just restart the battle? Ah. We had him the first time, we broke him, which was cool, but it kicked him into his final phase, and we had not like had a chance to recover yet. So basically, we killed him too fast. It screwed us over. I just don't know why. I think it's more rhythm based, and we know how rhythm works with the Elgato, don't we, boys and girls? It's a second behind, so fuck your mother. You will get nothing, and you'll like it. Let's see, can break, yeah. No, I didn't press that. What the fuck is going on right now? Come on, bitch. The vibrations so powerful. Expedition 33. Powerful. Yeah, that's why I used it. And when he gets threatened, he brings minions out. That burns. He's too good to pass up. Time for the minions. They're not yellow, but suspenders. Jesus! That took like a third of his health bar. Insane. Still didn't kill him though. The burn might, I'll leave that. Get rid of the minions! Oh, that's good shit. Yeah, the burn did kill him, nice. Cast a spell. Let's see, can we finish this off in style? It's not hard, we just got really screwed over by the parry system. Doesn't help when your controller is like a fucking arse and waiting. I honestly think that the vibration is fucking me over. It's launching the controller out of my hand. It's violent. Alright, let's see. Try and... You got any other weak points? No. I kinda had to do that, get rid of the shield. Now the question is, can we finish him before he finishes us? It requires 2. His hands do look banshee. Come on, girlie, you got this. Perfect. 174. But the 200 did very well. And get a perfect parry. Oh, a little bit early there, yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault. Because I just don't know if the button's gonna actually respond to me. Life is full of these, like, innocent but extremely annoying little things in your life that are basically handicaps. Oh, what's he gonna do? Is he dead? Is she gonna finish him herself? Go on. Little sick execution. Nice. Yeah, you could probably get a few more levels there if you needed it, but you probably don't. Healing things, yeah. Mikulash from Bloodborne. Jeez, we don't talk about him. He does look like him, you're dead right. Good lord.
We should be safe up in the
That
tree.
howl he would do. Some say Koz or cousin. He would maybe it was like a baby. The baby howl. Who knows? He was a weird fight. Never liked that fight, just chasing him around. I suppose it's unique and all that, but
Pretend nobody.
give me a real fight any day. Good stuff, hell yes. Got a little frustrating the parry system. It's probably gonna keep happening. Because your brain goes parry before it attacks, right? It's simple. That's not what they want you to do. There's an animation built into it, like a twirly twirl or whatever it is. So you need to think about parrying before you need to parry, but not after you parry and before you attack, and then parry and parry. Yeah. Luke Perry comes in and puts a banana peel down, you fall on the ground.
Anyone on the team? What if it's a trap? The man on the beach.
It's a lead. Our only lead. Whoever this is knows Mael. We have to go.
No. Not yet. Protocol is to regroup at the rally point and wait 3 days.
3 days?
This message feels off.
Yeah, it does,
if it was
doesn't
an
it?
expeditioner, they would have stayed here.
Why is it red?
Everyone knows the protocol.
Right, but they may have been in danger. Maybe this location is...
You got a little bit of magic and sword and see where that goes. Maybe there'll be a tank later on.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
These two are going to start
There's a
fighting.
reason it's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal
Yeah, this game is
result in the vast
absolutely
majority
fantastic.
of situations.
Good lord.
Was our entire team dying part of that optimal result?
I could see there being like super bosses and stuff later.
Look, I'm going after Maya.
Wonder what the max party size is going to be. I get, from the looks of the camera and stuff, I get the feeling that 3 maybe might be the max.
Never move solo.
We'll see.
I'll let you choose which protocol to break.
I like her hair, a little braid. I'm a sucker for braids. Just a braid a random piece of your hair. Alright. Yeah, it could definitely be a trap. Murder. Shit. That's what that means in French. Shit. Spring Meadow. New Picto Cleansing Tint. Healing Tints also remove all status effects from the target. Ooh, that's very good. Nice. Yeah, look, I think this is like the pause menu. So I went in there mid-combat and just loaded the save. It was a bit easier. I know there's healing stuff. I could have used those, but honestly didn't want to because you didn't need to. We're just getting screwed by the parry. I still want to get better with the parry system. I don't want to fall back onto the I don't want to fall back on the dodge yet, but we'll see. I get the feeling that you're meant to dodge certain attacks because the game even kind of gives you a little hint. Level 1. So didn't it say some of these leveled up or something? Maybe you have to level them up differently. Yeah, Dead Energy 2. Luminous. 0 out of 5. Yeah, didn't it say they like leveled up? It says Luminar passive effects then activate once you master the corresponding Pictos. 4 battles when it's equipped. Was it all? And characters at the same time. It can be activated by multiple characters. Activated freely anytime outside a battle. Can't be. Okay. It's a bit much to take in. Filtering and sorting. I think that number beside it is what the ones it takes. How much it takes to do it, is it? Edit Pictos. Add to favorites. Deactivate. Because I have 5. Oh, it's only critical chance on burning enemies. Okay. Burning shots. Yeah, I like that. Killing an enemy so he kills him. Alright. Trying to figure that stuff out now. Okay. Granted. Glumina granted by equipped Pictos. What does that mean? Maybe it's equipped by someone else. No, I don't think so. See, this one's 5, but it lets me do it. So I just need. Is it like you need? Oh, jeez. How do you figure out how many you need then? It says you need what, 4 battles with them, but I've definitely done 4 battles with these. Must be something else blocking that. Level 1. Must be something else blocking that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Really, all of it is just different wordage of the same thing you've done in so many other games. So if it's just overwhelming, it's just because you're not familiar with the wordage yet. Don't worry. That's what I'm feeling right now. That's all it is. It's just like, what the hell is that? No, this might be to a new area. Cheeky load screen. It's always hard to know where to put them. Some people just put blank walls and a door. Ooh, this is our first touch of the open world. Awesome. And there's the maps. Yeah, I knew they wouldn't let us away. Nice. Beautiful. Oh my god, it's still going. Wow, this game is going to be massive. They did say 30 hours. A continent. So this is what I was saying. They've gone for a more old school JRPG traditional open map. And what that means is back in the day with the, you know, the sprites that we used to have in the pixel art and just the limited size of everything, there was only so much you could do, right? So back then they would go for really basic stretched kind of textures with different topography, just like hills and valleys and lakes and rivers and stuff, you know. But you were a giant sprite and it was done in a grid-based or square-based system, so you'd move, you know, up, down, left and right, but you would be massive. You'd be basically crossing massive gaps in one square. It made you feel giant. And then as graphics got a little bit better, we moved into 3D. You still had that situation, the likes of Cloud, you know, Squall in Final Fantasy VIII, and then Zidane in Final Fantasy IX. You were still quite big, you know, in a 3D environment. So you're still, and that's what they're going for here. You can see like we're bigger than some of the trees here. It's really cool to pay homage to those.
The message said head north to the weird.
I wonder will there be random battles. You can see there's people on the screen, the enemies on the screen there, but you never know. So yeah, it's kind of funny. A lot of people, when you show them a JRPG or an RPG like that does that, they're always like, "Why are you so big?" Like to be parts of, you know, Cloud walking into Midgar or Calm, and he's bigger than the buildings. Just in that joke, and it was a sense of knowing where you are in the world. It's kind of like what we do with Street View nowadays, and Google Earth and all that. It's really cool. And we'll have a sort of a transport system as well. We saw it. It was like this the goofy clown thing. He kind of flies across the world. It's going to be fantastic. Once we get used to the little parrying system, we'll be unstoppable. Oh, we're still decent at it. As I said, it's mostly my controller's fault. If I shake this at all, the controller just, yeah. It's just a constant issue in the last week or so. You know, it's nice to have to replace one controller every now and then, but 2? No, it pisses me off. But I suppose you gain value in one sense with the Game Pass. Might as well. On the PlayStation side, we were playing that many Battle Royales and all that shit. They just destroy controllers. So I was like trading it in every 2 months because the drift was so bad. But Xbox has been fine. This is the first, and it was a unique thing. It was not a drift. It was actually the L1 button that went, but that was the parry button in Kazan. So Kazan basically broke that controller. There's no doubt about that. I think a lot of the times they make it seem like this might be a side quest. Hello, can you fight them? I think it's like a baby and its mother. Isn't it? Hello, friendly? No, they're not friendly at all. All right, cool. Yeah, this kind of like explosion into a combat scenario, that's classic Final Fantasy as well. No, I'm absolutely loving this. They've nailed everything. I love the mystery of it as well. Like I know so little of what is going on. This guy's far away. You gotta kill him. She's a flyer. Nice. He'll die to burn, hopefully, right? Right. Okay, whose goal is it now? It's still his? Good, I like that. You're gifted way too... Oh my. Gifted way too many goals, I think. But that's okay. 650 big ones. Alright, she's burnt him. Is he actually burning? He is. Okay. I think we'll leave him then. Now, you don't have to do this the way I'm doing it. You could possibly save up your points. Anything I've learned in the past, he's gone. No, he survived. Nice. And fucking wiped him out in one go. What the shit fuck sauce? You tried shit fuck sauce? My god. Well, it looks like it didn't heal us after the boss now, did it? Alas. Alas. Good counter, but her counter attacks aren't great. Well, that one was fantastic. Good girl. Alright. Let's try Iceland. Seems to do a little more damage. Very nice. And created slow, but did not affect anything, sadly. Damn, that one's fucking tough to read. Do you think he was going to do something on the ground? It does not. He's a big meaning. So the slow should normally, but it won't at this stage. It would give me another go. Oh, it does. Okay. I like that Q system. Should just finish him off herself there. Good. Yeah, Q system is awesome. It's way better than ATB. I grew up with the ATB, which is the active time battle. And it's basically a fucking meter that would charge up. And depending on the game, you'd either have this nasty habit of kind of getting cut in half as you were fighting. Or sometimes it would depend on the fucking frame rate of the game. How fast it would go. People would break it. I mean, it's classic for a reason, but they started to move away from it around Final Fantasy X, where you had 3 people, but there was like, you know, over 9 characters, but you could swap them out, and it was all based on a queue system, and then they immediately abandoned that. And then 12 was a gambit system, which was type of ATB and a queue system all at once. I like that one. It's kind of MMO. And 13 was ATB, and it was so over-reliant on it, everybody knows. Was he like 1 health? Did he come back at 1 health? Yeah, he did. For the devil. So yeah, you have these heal parties stuff. Yeah, the elixirs. I think then there's the healing elixir down the bottom. Can you use them differently? No. Remember it said healing. I think those are only for in battle. Healing, revive, and something else. Cool. And you can still, cool, so you can still use all this stuff. There's like a cool cave. And we have our map as well. So it looks like we probably won't get like a local map. Oh, this map already looks gorgeous. It's so artistic. You can see. Really nice little hand-drawn. Probably where we came from, isn't it? Continent. Search for a patch of the flying waters. It's crazy how big this is. Oh my god. It's so vertical. Look at it. Nice. It's very, but doesn't look too big there, but when you realize that this is where we are, it's a huge game. Oh my god, still going. Oh my god, still going. Oh my god, it's still going. Wow, Jesus Christ. It's gonna be fun. Is that the crying paintress there? Yeah. It's clearly some god that is mourning or has lost someone they love. Poor things. Yeah, no, this is where we came from. Spring Meadows. This is something else over here. Stuff we haven't discovered yet. This might be the town. Pretty cool. Hey Seb, how you doing? I'm good. How's it going, DPG? How you doing, man? We're playing this gorgeous, gorgeous new game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's made by a very, very small team based out of Montpellier. 30 people made this. Now, this is just the open world area, but it's basically a fresh Western spin on turn-based reactive combat. So think Persona, think Paper Mario's combat, that kind of stuff, where you yourself are able to press buttons, dodge, parry, attack inside of a turn-based combat. It's really, really special. It's high fantasy, sort of based on a fantasy version of Paris. We've been sent off to take down this paintress where everybody dies depending on the number she paints. It's fantastic. Music, as you can hear, is unbelievable. I wonder how you rest, or do you build a camp here, or how does that work? Look at this. Look at this. Gorgeous. Alright. What else we got? These buttons do anything? No. Alright, so you can force like a walk. Oh, cool. Suppose if you didn't want to fall off an edge or something, maybe. Who knows? Nice. Let's see. How long am I going for? Yeah, I think I'll probably leave it there, honestly. Time and everything. We finally got into the open world. We spent a lot of time in the starting area. There's still lots to learn, especially the parry system. I bounce from game to game that have different parry systems, and each one of them has individual hitboxes and individual timing. As you can imagine, it leaves a lot to literal milliseconds of difference that can lead to frustration just on me. But you know, for anyone who is worried about that type of stuff, my advice is to stick at that one game. I've heard that even Oblivion has now added new dodge mechanics and parry. I haven't gone into that yet, but apparently with aerobatics they've now added a new dodge system. They've done a wonderful job. And I noticed people getting into it. Even Lacuna, you were saying about the bugs of Oblivion. I feel you, dude. What's weird though is that is what people wanted. You know, if we live in a world where our nostalgia is also tied to bugs and stuff. Nice. God, just lovely games, lovely Friday. Nice. There's no need to push it anymore. We've had a lovely time. Thank you so much for joining me. Did a bit of shopping. Nice Pepsi. Are you a Mountain Dew drinker? See, that explains a lot, dude. I think it's rotting the brain out of you. Body armor drinks. What is that? What's a body armor drink? Is that one of those workout drinks? I have found so many people taking pre-workout and they are not working out. Nice. It's a permanent sports drink, contains electrolytes. Okay, cool. Never heard of it. Might be nice. We mainly have Powerade over here for that sort of stuff. Electrolytes are important though, but you have to be careful. It's literally salt water, so just be careful if you have high blood pressure or anything. You want to be careful. But yeah, obviously, if you're taking that stuff, make sure and be actually working out, or sweating it out. Doesn't matter if it's jogging on the spot. The main internet's down. Oh no, and some chicken nuggets. Hell yes. Spoken like a true 12-year-old. That's crazy, man. Hopefully you get that back. That sucks. Are you on mobile internet and all that? Yeah, please go give this a play. Clair Obscur. You're probably hearing everybody talk about it. It's wonderful. Even if you're not like accustomed to turn-based games, give it a shot. You never know. You might fall in love. Always try something new. You guys have a lovely Friday. Well, I'll get some streams in at the weekend. Things were just pretty hectic this week, but we got loads to do. Loads more games as well. These games will keep us lovely and occupied. We'll get back on some Atomfall. And yeah, I have some nice indie games I want to play as well, including this one. It's great. Awesome. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, okay? Good night, guys.